What's this? A LaserDisc player? In your entertainment center? You're all worthless and weak. Now drop and give me 20. This is the LaserDisc Wolfpack Thanks Gravy Special Limited Edition Livestream. All right, who is the most delinquent Wolfpacker on this podcast? I've got his disciplinary files right here. Who dropped a truckload of opera LDs into the local disc swap? Who delivered the Italian cannibal discs to the Criterion fans' dinner? Every Halloween, the disc packages are stuffed with underwear. Every spring, the DVLs explode. Of course I'm talking about Ryan Cushing, you twerp. What's going on, Ryan?
Not too much. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I'm glad to have withdrawn with a W from all my classes so I can, grind it out for another full year. Why graduate when mom and dad are paying? So, yeah. How about you, Spencer?
Oh, I'm just here having a time. Still stuffed and exhausted at staring at Black Friday sales I can't afford and more sales I can't afford, and I guess we're here for the final exam.
That's right.
How about you, Max?
Well, I'm here in nice California for a actually chilly Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving. And also looking at things I can't afford on Black Friday.
Excellent. You still have time. You can sell some things before midnight.
I mean, kidneys have a pretty good resale value.
I heard that. Yes.
So I hear, yeah.
Can we get it in time?
And since we're live, we can actually shout out Donald, Eric Peepers out there. Big Rooster gets a shout out. Laser Dreams is in the house. Man. Oh, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. What's going on? This is weird. Normally I'm doing this Sunday night. And we are going to talk about college movies. 4K Cinema HD. What's up? A couple weeks ago, we did our top 5 high school movies, and one of the options was to do top 5 Thanksgiving movies, but as Max discovered, we kind of know what they all are, right?
A limited list.
Yeah. So we might get into a little Thanksgiving stuff too, but instead we're going to do top 5 college movies, and hopefully, who won? I don't even know if did I put up the poll for the Wolfpack last week?
I didn't see it the one before either, so I don't know. The Facebook algorithms are just trash. So
yeah,
it's right. A theoretical exam. This is philosophy class.
Yeah, it's all just on it's in the microscopic bits of my thumbnail there. There's a little universe in there, and whatever that is, the Wolfpack from last week or 2 weeks ago.
It's not just high thought; it's high octane thought.
That's right. So yes, we're going to further our education and go to college, and I'm going to drop my my top 5 college LDs. And I realized whenever we come up with these things, usually it slaps me in the face like a wet fish that I don't really collect college movie LDs. Spencer and I were having this same scenario, kind of hashing it out earlier, and but I have some movies that'll fit into it. So let's go for it. I bought one. Probably my favorite, which you probably can see behind Ryan. It didn't show up, so. So I'm going to do a tie. I picked these for previous top 5s, and I'm going to give them a tie because they both have seen some late a day before. A tie of Night of the Creeps, which is about a college campus that is, it's a multi time span college campus. There's a bit of the 50s with, cool 50s characters encountering space slugs and evil killers that then encounter space slugs, etc. And then it flashes into the 80s, and it's a super 80s college adventure with this one guy who's trying to get game, and he hangs out with his best friend who definitely doesn't have any game, and they try and hook up with the cool girl, Cynthia. All the while, space slugs are coming around, and then, of course, Tom Atkins is the man who saves the day, and kind of saves the day. I don't know. Night of the Creeps. Then I had to go with a horror double whammy and go with Candyman, which doesn't take place on campus too much, but it is about a graduate student who is doing a piece about urban legends, played by Virginia Madsen, and she is trying to uncover the Chicago area urban legends, especially in the housing project of Cabrini Green, and Tony Todd, his shadow there from Hartford, Connecticut. Shout out to Tony, plays the titular Candyman, who turns out is actually not just an urban legend. And yeah, awesome stuff. So that's a tie.
We counted. It's a postgraduate course.
Yep.
Yeah, that's, the best way to go to college.
Totally applicable.
Yes.
Independent study.
Number 4, we're also kind of breaking the boundaries a little bit. We're going with Jude. And based on the Thomas Hardy book, Jude the Obscure, fun fact, Radiohead was almost going to name themselves after that book because they were from Oxford and felt very, kind of in line with the titular Jude, played by Christopher Eccleston in this, and Kate Winslet. This is a fabulously depressing movie. Really, really brutal. Michael Winterbottom
Does she do
directed
anything
that.
Else?
Good point. It's kind of right in her wheelhouse.
That's kind of her thing.
Yeah, but this guy is a very lower class son of a farmer and ends up becoming a stoneworker. But he's near a fictional version of Oxford, and he's under the impression that if you just roll up and try really hard, you're just going to go to Oxford. And so this is like his big goal in life is to become a scholar. And guess what? It doesn't go well at all. It's got it's got AC3. It's a nice later-ish release, and Image put it out, so it's slightly Broterian. So there you go, Jude. Number 4.
Wait, if Image late releases count as Broterian, there's a lot of Broterians.
Yeah.
Image took over for everybody.
I'm just trying to make Ryan feel good.
So that means there's classics that are Broterian now that we can force on Ryan.
Yes. Good point. Hey, if we made Peter get into Criterion Collection, anything is possible.
It's possible.
Number 3.
It's not even a late release, though. Isn't that like 97?
It's late for me, not for you kids.
It's late. Yeah, 97 and on is late.
Yep.
Yeah, I completely
It counts.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
DVD was out.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I was. If I would have bought that back in the day, it would have been on DVD at first. So that's my criteria. Number 3. John Singleton's Higher Learning. It's overstuffed and a bit heavy-handed at times, but it is way cool, and the soundtrack's great too. Jennifer Connelly's in it, Ice Cube, Omar Epps, which hilariously they spelled his name wrong in the end credits. They spell it Oma Reps. Michael Rappaport in there, Christy Swanson, Lawrence Fishburne, and tons of other people. That Busta Rhymes is in there, and just awesome flick on a again fictional university campus where it's super 90s. It's all about these people from different backgrounds, and there's Christy Swanson trying to deal with being this super naive white girl living with her black roommate, and then trying to understand that she's a little privileged, and then also having some lesbian encounters with Jennifer Connelly, and then Lawrence Fishburne is the cooler than cool teacher, and Omar Epps is on a athletic scholarship and is trying to kind of keep his grades up. And Ice Cube plays Fudge, the coolest dude ever. He's just this super aggressive activist student that's always trying to stick it to the man, having big parties and stuff, and cranking up the radio when the cops tell you to turn it down, and throwing literature and philosophy at his friends. And so it's cool. It's good stuff. And it's got some pretty heavy-handed stuff where Michael Rappaport becomes a Nazi, etc. And but it's still great. Stanley Clark did the music too, so shout out to him.
So because that's Columbia, did it have any rod on it?
Normally it does, yeah. Or it's like it's rot roulette basically. Mine's pretty clean, but I think I've seen some people that have had because it is Sony DADC.
Yeah,
USA.
I see the deluxe widescreen across the top. I'm like,
Deluxe rot screen.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, if it's more than $1, I don't know if I want to risk it. I'm like,
Yeah. Now
I'm
everyone's
like,
talking
is
about
it
late
Austrian?
releases.
Is it Austrian? Is it Austrian? Oh,
Austria.
Oh. I mean, I checked on that Legends of the Fall. I just found a week or two
Yeah.
ago, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I checked it on a whim.
Nope.
Yep.
Austria? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. 99 cents. I was like, okay.
Win.
Yes.
Number 2, we're going to go back to horror. Scream 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
In which the Scream crew go to college. And I actually enjoyed this film more than the first one. Don't tell anybody. It's a little bit more outlandish, but I like that more about it. Like some of the things in the first movie and the kind of twist and everything like that, it just didn't work that well for me. But everything here is just on the edge of absurdity a little bit more, and I like it. I like the tone, and some new characters in here as well. Timothy Olyphant in the movie, and it's one of those movies that again has a lot of daylight scenes and still has some effective scares even during like a brightly lit scene at a college quad. Yeah, I dig it. I need the DTS at some point, but sorry, I'm just slumming it with this ye old AC3 edition from, it's of course Buena Vista, so they don't put any dates on the back of it, but Scream 2. It's a late release, Ryan, sorry.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I also like there's a DTS out there, and part of me dies inside because I don't have it every time I pull this out.
Yep, that's Vinny with his Dark City, which you finally got.
Oh,
I have
saw
the Scream
that.
2
Oh.
DTS.
Oh, of course you do.
Well, yeah,
You kids.
I don't have
the whole
I don't have
catalog.
Scream DTS though. I only have Scream 2
All right.
DTS.
All right.
Yeah,
There's
apparently Scream
Ah.
DTS is super rare.
it's harder than the
I
second
had
one.
it.
Yeah. Man, that's
I
crazy.
don't know.
And number 1 is going to be no surprise. The old
Yes.
Animal House. I've got the signature collection and the Disco Vision, just in case you need a couple different versions. There's some decent special features on the signature. And I actually saw this in the theater when I was far too young. They reissued it after maybe 78 or something like that. And my dad took me to see it, and I was very young. And then I saw it again because we went to see the Blues Brothers at the drive-in. And of course they paired it with Animal House. So I saw this at least 2 times theatrically, and it definitely turned me into a strange individual. So that's my number 1. It's kind of a
Spoiler
gimme
alert.
pot.
John Landis gets in there and messes with your brain.
Oh yeah. John Landis. There's too bad Trevor's not here. He likes to talk about Landis and all the things that go wrong when he's in town.
Outlandish.
Oh, not surprised. Although he's one of those guys you could just sit there and listen to for ages when he just talks about stuff.
True.
Like, especially when he and Joe Dante get in a room, I'm like, I like listening to you guys talk more than I like your movies, guys. I gotta admit
snap.
it. Like, I love both of you guys just talking. Like, is that wrong?
That's
You
funny.
guys
Big
never
Roosters.
Like,
me to
Trailers
sleep.
from Hell is like crack. You could just sit there and just watch because they're just the trailers. And oh gosh, I watched so many in a row.
Big Rooster was asking, is Ghostbusters a college movie? That was on my also list. I just kicked it off because there's
that
not.
counts, I guess.
Yeah. So there you go. It might show up.
linked.
What do you got, Ryan?
Real quick, Sam, our video faces are over like the title of the, like when I hold it up, our faces are over like there. So
Oh, okay.
just wanted to let you know if you want to move that and help the
Let's see.
live streamers see us,
Let's see.
or mostly see what we're showing off. They don't want to see us.
Let's see. I got
So
this
anyways,
going. Hopefully this
I'm
will
gonna
work.
start it off
LaserDiscs
with,
for faces.
number 5, Matt Damon.
Yeah, gaming.
Matt Damon.
We ran out of time.
This is Robin Williams' only Academy Award, I believe. Maybe he might have got one other. I'm not quite sure, but I think this is the only one he won. He got some nominations, and then this
I
is
think
Matt
that's right.
Damon's only award, and somehow Ben Affleck has 2. As you know, when
He's
we think
Affleck,
about it,
man.
it's like,
Yeah.
I know he is Affleck, but this is a really good movie. It's weird for me to hold up an Academy Award winner, but this is a college film, so I couldn't not. So, yeah, we'll switch gears though, because I don't want to keep the brow high or middle.
Ooh.
Going right to the sorority babes, because it's not college without babes, right?
I'm
So
going.
true.
I'm going back to
And-
speaker view because you're small.
Wait. Hold it up for a second. I see one. I got to do it. Let's see.
In a bowling alley from hell, there's only one way to score. Sorority babes and the slime ball bowl-orama.
Did I get it right?
Yeah. So you've got like an imp and a bowling alley and gore and sorority babes. I
High
believe
quality.
this is about as Rotarian as you get in the horror genre.
Those
So,
make a good double feature.
absolutely. Like usually I try to mix the genres together in some kind of balance. And then keeping it low.
Yes.
This is so great and so dated and so amazing. Anthony Edwards is just top notch, and John Goodman as the coach, just you can't beat it. And then the end sequence with the horribly dated 80s music, it's just fantastic, and the dancing.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong. And shout out to Booger, because he's just the greatest character ever, and
Yeah.
he just clowns on the Asian kid the whole time, and it's beautiful.
I see Bush.
And then I think we've seen this one on here already.
Creeps.
Yeah.
I wrote down one amazing note while I was watching it. When the guy's in the bathroom stall, it says Striper rules on the wall of the stall. And it's like, yes. And then you've got Tom Atkins drinking and smoking and carrying around a shotgun. I mean,
Thrill me.
that I believe is the perfect way to have a movie. So really, really enjoy that. And then number one, when I was applying to colleges, I looked to see if SCLSU was a real college.
And you wanted to
Unfortunately,
go?
the mud dogs are fake.
Aw.
This movie is not. This movie is just,
Oh God.
this
so
is
good.
premium Sandman. Some of his later stuff has been all over the place, but this,
Questionable.
yeah, questionable is a compliment, probably.
Oh,
But
so
this
many
is
bad
great.
memories.
And I mean, you've got Kathy Bates and Henry Winkler. Everything about it is just over the top and, dead on. And it can't not be my number one. I remember seeing it, hundreds of times when it came out. Probably not 100, but,
Yeah.
lots. And, special shout outs to Dead Man on Campus. I already did that in one of my top fives, so I couldn't do that. And two of my favorite movies are not on LaserDisc. So Old School, sorry. American Pie 2, sorry.
Aw.
This is LaserDisc.
It is
All
what
right.
it is.
That's
We're
right.
just past the cusp of laser magic.
Yeah.
So Spencer, you pull five together for us?
Yeah.
All
I was talking to Sam before. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to pull because not a lot of college stuff for my typical eras. I was like, are there any good college pictures from the 40s? I don't know. It's like there's some dormitories and other things, but I'm like, eh. And then I started looking through and I'm like, well, there's a couple. And then I pulled this one. I'm like, wait a minute, this is prep school, isn't it? So I had pulled Scent of a Woman, but I realized it's prep school. I always think of it as college, but I'm not sure. But always time to hoo-ah. So this is the kind of sort of one. So this one, I still haven't seen this yet. I've always been interested to. I thought it was a high school movie, but it's actually a college movie. And I just wanted to see it for the bizarre pairing, simply because it just seemed like a very weird pairing of leads in a college kids movie, but it's made by incredible talent. It was written by one of the Epstein brothers, directed by Joshua Logan, and that's Tall Story, which is a 1960 college co-ed meet cute movie with Jane Fonda and Tony Perkins in the same year as Psycho. Let that sink in for a moment.
All right.
So
I'm intrigued.
this was actually in the disc that Vinny was selling, and it's actually quite an uncommon LD, and the cover looked cool. And I've always wanted to see this just because it's Anthony Perkins in a rom-com in 1960. Like,
Yeah.
is it like really a black comedy? Because that would be even better. But no, it is not. So yeah, always meant to see this. I've seen part of it on TCM before, so it's college. Yes.
Cool.
Never seen that cover before. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah, it's Warner Archive did a little MOD DVD of it, so you can get it, but the cover's not as good. Then I see this is on the wall behind Ryan, but had to get The Graduate in there.
Nice.
Criterion CAV, which is, I guess this is technically pretty important for Criterion because it's an earlier disc of theirs. It's a loaded special edition, full CAV with gatefold. Gorgeous gatefold, by the way. Just
Yeah, that's
existential
awesome.
as all get out. Yeah. Again, full special edition. I love how they carried the swimming pool all the way across the back. So it's just like, full on. Yes, we're going for a theme here, guys.
Yep.
Love that. Of course, because it's an older disc, it's spine 17. There's some different pressing runs. I think is there some of these that can have laser rot? Like if I remember correctly, like they did 2 runs of the CAV or something.
Yeah, probably 3Ms. I'm guessing.
Yeah. This one's okay. I'm not sure who pressed it, but you can just get the CLV. Of course, Criterion's done the Blu-ray, the new HD master is just like whoa, but it's really cool jumping back to this one, and it's good to finally have the full CAV one because I see the CLV one all the time, but I was like, no, I'm going to hold out for the 2-discer.
Nice.
Mine, the labels fell off, but I just guess which side is the first.
Just put it on, and if it's not the right one, it's like your projectionist back in the day, and you threaded up the wrong reel, and like, oh crap, this must be reel 5. Well, they'll never notice.
Yeah,
I
saw the kid stays in the picture like that. All the reels are out of order, so it's like,
wait, seriously?
Yeah, so it's like Evans
like
is in.
My god,
so it's
that's
like all of a
even
sudden
more ironic.
It's the 50s, it's the 70s, it's the 60s, it's the 80s.
That's like the Evans cut. I don't remember when.
Whatever.
Yeah. God, that's great. So I'm surprised nobody else pulled this one. I thought this would be on a lot of people's list because I was just grasping at straws trying to think of stuff, and I just watched this again not too long ago because Joel Schumacher passed away. So had to pull Flatliners.
I know. I thought about that one.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in ages until I rewatched it, and first time watching it on LD. This is the first pressing. There's apparently a second pressing.
That's the one with the ganked aspect ratio, right?
Yeah.
I guess, but man, this thing, I mean, it's an older transfer, but it's like super filmic. They transferred, I think they transferred a release print because this thing, it looks amazing if your setup is good. I mean, I was just sitting there like, damn, this, I could just kept pausing it. I'm just like, wow, I feel like I'm watching a rep house print or something. Sound is nice, Dolby Surround encoded, no extras or anything, but really, I forgot how good this was. He was an underrated director. He really was. Yeah. And I know it'll get me a lot of ire, but this is a better picture than Lost Boys, hands down.
Oh, no way. Contest. It's a close second, though. I mean,
I can kick Spencer
sorry,
off anytime.
Falling Down is the first, then Lost Boys, then Flatliners.
Well, if we're going full Schumacher, I say Batman Forever, but
Yeah, you're right. Batman Forever is much lower.
Chicks take the car.
Spencer.
Somebody tell the fat lady she's on in 5. Sorry, if I go, I'll go. But anyway,
good choice.
There's a Blu-ray out there, but it's kind of like in and out of print. But nobody's ever done like a special edition, which I wish they would.
Yeah, and I think the older Blu-ray had better audio too.
Yeah. It's like isn't Mill Creek the one who redid it?
Yeah.
And they started out great for Blu-rays, and then they just got to where it's like, okay, we're cheaping out now. It's like, no, you were doing good. So you have to track down the first Blu-ray, and it's got lossless audio, and it's like slightly better, but it's still an old master.
Sure.
So then number 2, this is, I mean, there are some college kids in this, and they're going off to college. So I looked it up first. It is considered a college film. It's not just me. I looked it up. But I also grabbed this because it's important, because this is the last unaltered release of American Graffiti.
Nice.
This is the standard universal letterbox LaserDisc. But this is the last release without the CGI redone opening shot.
And
you get the sunset. Yeah. Because, George can't leave anything alone.
Sure.
But this is not completely untouched, because it has the I think it was 1978 reissue. It changed the end credit text, and it's made a stereo mix for the film. So originally this was mono. So that original 1973 version has never been released to home video. It's pretty much just the audio, and then it's the same track, but they remixed it in Dolby Stereo because it was post Star Wars, and it's all about music. So, but this film is all about sound design. You have Walter Murch doing his magic with all the songs in the cars on the transistor radios and the dialogue floating in and out, which you still get here, but I would love to hear the original mono track. But yeah, this is the last release without any tinkering on the opening credits. So that actually pops up on the signature set. So
nice.
It actually helps to have this standalone one, and you get original poster art, which is awesome. The DVD and Blu-ray are okay, but it really needs a new transfer, because this is a actually a really nice looking Technoscope movie, and it could look really amazing in Blu-ray, and it just doesn't. It looks pretty good, but it's got like old extras, no original audio. So yeah, I hope someday somebody does it, because it wouldn't take a lot of work, really. So yeah, that's why I've got this at number 2.
So like maybe they'll do a 4K with Ewoks in it or something.
More Ewoks. Ewoks drag racing.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to go to college. I just woke up in the middle of the night and I heard this voice say McClunky, and I'm like, what does McClunky mean? Was that what the girl in the car was saying?
Nice. McClunky reference. You get points.
Couldn't resist. Richard Dreyfuss talking about McClunky. What do you know? So this is my number 1 simply because I also try to do like rarity or laser importance. So this one's actually pretty important because it's an exclusive. It's actually quite rare. So that's why this copy is very dinged up. I picked it up simply because I knew it was the exclusive longer cut. Personally, I do have some issues with this movie. I feel like some of it is a bit too on the nose and cheesy and trying to go for simplistic stuff, but the Central Robin Williams performance is amazing. And so had to have the exclusive long version of Dead Poets Society. This is the extended director's cut with 14 extra minutes, and is exclusive to LaserDisc. I think some of the deleted scenes are on the DVD and Blu-ray and such, but not all of them. And here it's literally a long cut. So it's not like the Tombstone LD where it just, the scenes are tacked on at the end. So same cover as the standard one, but this is a lot later. You get a letterbox banner. You get the
gatefold.
You want to look for the red flag. And yes, gatefold.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm having to hold this because you see the discs are starting to slide out because the spine on this copy. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not horrible, but I got this at such a cheap price for such a rare disc that I'm like, I've never seen one of these before. I've never seen one of these since, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got the boring non-extra edition.
Yeah, you find that one all the time. And of course, it's Touchstone, so that means Disney disc. That means no info.
No dates.
But, right there, THX seal of approval. So all the action of Shakespearean monologues and classroom desk beating,
full power.
THX, yeah.
Excellent.
But yeah, if you ever stumble across this one, I've watched this. I don't really think the extra 14 minutes add a whole lot, but it's just one of those exclusive longer versions.
Yeah, gotta get it.
Only on LD. And again, everybody loves Robin Williams, but I love his dramatic performances. Again, that's what makes this movie for me. And I just wish I'd like the actual movie itself more, because I don't know how many I've saw this in school a number of times. I had a number of classes run it, or teachers are like, this is what I want to do with my life, is be a teacher as good as this. And I'm like, you realize it didn't really end well, right? I get the sentiment, but I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah. But so this is my number 1 simply for rarity and such. So
cool.
Yeah, just if you're looking for this, always look for the red flag, the glossy cover, and gatefold and such, because otherwise the standard one, I don't even think it's letterbox, isn't it like Sam's favorite thing?
Yeah, it's just regular 4:3. I won't even say the words.
It doesn't have an aspect ratio mat on it. So
it does not.
Technically, it's Academy.
Yeah.
Just put it that.
It's Academy.
It's 133. It's an Academy crop. Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah. Considering we just got in touch like maybe a couple hours ago, you really whipped that together.
Yeah, I ran through and grabbed all these in like 20 minutes.
You're the man.
So I'm like, oh crap, do I have 5? And I look, I'm like, I've got 7. I've got 6. That's not 5. This one's prep school. Okay, that's 5.
Close enough.
Yeah.
What's Max got?
All right. I pulled out quite the stack. I watched several and narrowed it down to these lovely choices here.
Ooh.
This is number 5. I really enjoyed this. I'm a big Parker Posey fan, and while she's kind of not super this is weird to me because this doesn't really feel like any of the people who are actually the main character.
Okay. Olivia Dabo? Huh.
This is very 90s, just moody, I'm figuring out what I'm doing with my life because it's college. college, like
College, man.
you know, like
Existential
the
crisis.
one, Eric Stoltz, he plays like a character that's on like his like 10th year of college, and he's not doing anything that requires 10 years of college. He's just going like for college sake, and he like takes all the class, and then he's like a bartender, and it kind of also is like it kind of jumps around a little bit in time. Like this is like the love interest of the guy who's not on the front. I guess he's kind of tiny, but he's like that's his love interest, and he's kind of like bouncing back. I think that's it was really interesting, and I really liked it overall. I just thought it was very like it just made me feel like very 90s college. I felt like it was a good representation of that.
That's awesome.
I had that and couldn't bring myself to watch it, so I put it in the background.
I would say it's probably not going to be your taste, but like it just like it's still worth the watch. I really did enjoy it. Like it was interesting, and it's not like something where it's so much where you're just having to like follow it the whole time. Like you can like enjoy it without being fully like having to pay attention to it. It's interesting enough where it would keep your interest for sure. But I could not.
It's back. The Return to Campus Man.
He's so good. And literally, I watched all these ones. I'm like, hasn't topped Campus Man, so he's back. He got a little lower on the list. Well, so if anyone wants to know about Campus Man, go watch the previous episode because Campus Man.
Yeah, I'll give it its own
Down to
chapter.
make it a thing.
Okay, so no worries, Ryan. We put this on my list. So
Yes.
Nice.
I really, really liked this. I had seen like a piece of this on TV like years ago because I was like, this looks really familiar once I got to this scene where I clearly had seen it before. But like, I had never seen this whole movie. This was great. I loved it. I loved seeing Zach Morris being sort of Zach Morris, but not Zach Morris.
Yeah.
With obvious, not Zach Morris hair too. But he's still just Zach Morris, really. He's just taking bong load from Zach Morris. So
Yeah, it's got a little edge to him.
Okay.
Of course.
Number 2.
A repeat.
Booger Forever, literally.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, if anyone out there has not seen this, excuse you.
Let's see. I don't see anybody saying they haven't seen it yet, but
Good.
we'll kick them out if they say it.
And the
Live
Edward
stream.
Club.
Yeah.
And then this is a repeat, I think, from
Yes.
I can't not put this. I love this movie so much.
My copy's in the mail.
I would have had that on my list if I had it on LD.
Yeah, I would have had it if the mail had delivered it to me.
Well, this is for Sam then too. But I straight up, I have the I Heart Toxic Waste shirt.
Nice.
I have like an original promotional one that says like Real Genius on it too, like, and it says I Heart Toxic Waste. Like, I love this movie. It's the same director as Valley Girl.
Nice.
Martha Coolidge. And I met her actually. She came and spoke after I saw this in 35 millimeter, and so pretty much like just quality film, lots of popcorn.
Nice. Does it have the trailer on it at all at the end? Or?
Ooh, I'm not. It says 47 says a corny ending.
Nice. Because I just remember seeing the ad all the time on TV, and it had this scene, and it's probably on like the Blu-ray or something, where Val Kilmer's on a lawn chair floating outside the classroom with helium balloons, and it wasn't in the movie. And I'm like, that's the sickest scene ever. And
Oh my gosh.
I was so disappointed. But yeah, if you see the trailer, you can see
Yes.
Val floating outside.
Oh my God, I love that.
It's awesome.
This was
Is there any rod on your copy?
Yeah, that looked
Yeah, I
cool.
was about to say it's
Columbia.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Mine starts out a little rough on side 2, but it cleans up.
Oh no, I hope the one that's coming to me is good.
Yeah, you'll have to check. It's a well-known offender, unfortunately.
Oh man.
I'm surprised no boutique labels picked that up. It came out on Blu-ray, but it was in that Sony BDR line, so it's like $30 for a burn disc, no extras, and I'm like, no,
skip that.
But
then.
yeah, they Sony licenses out a lot of stuff, so I'm surprised somebody like Arrow or somebody hasn't picked it up yet.
Yeah, that'd be a good shout release or something too.
Yeah,
any of them.
All right. So was that it? Was that number 1?
That
All
was
right.
it.
All right. Cool.
Quick and easy on that one.
I like it. Good choices, everybody. And thanks for working under pressure, Spencer.
Oh, no problem. No, I can't believe I had 5.
Yeah.
Of course, I have stuff everywhere, so I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's see if I can. I think you guys are just getting what you're getting with who's talking, but it'll work its way out. So good times. Can I get my mug? Maybe not.
You want to be spotlighted here? I'm just
Maybe.
kind of.
Oh no, I just wanted to. I'll just go back to this for a little while. You're getting what you get, kids. I can't get I can't get the menu bar to go away anymore, and
you gotta change it to gallery view on the view, Sam.
I did, but now it's you.
Whoops.
Now it's Spencer. When it goes to gallery view, I can't get myself to be the speaker, even though I'm talking. I don't know.
You
Whatever.
want me to spotlight you?
I guess, but that'll be a pain in the ass for me to do it all the time. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep doing it. Oh, all right.
Keep switching on my end.
All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm the one streaming it. This is a hot mess. You get what you get, kids.
So is the Bear your IT department?
We need an IT department. Where's Todd, our intern?
He's
Yep.
probably
Flipping burgers.
hitting some bongs or something.
Thanks, Donald.
Well, Devo's back there. Oh, we're not IT.
Yeah, we got some Devo back there. I got Devo. I got hold on, some Slayer guitar picks. Oh, now it's gonna come back. And then over here, there's Oingo Boingo Secret Society membership card right there. So yeah,
Super cool.
yeah, good to go. All right. So let's go. Do you guys want to do a wolf pick?
Yeah, let's do
Do
it.
it.
All right. I'm gonna put it back to everybody view, so everybody can be seen. And then I'll just kind of go. I don't know. I'll go back to speaker view. We're gonna figure it out. All right, get ready. I'm gonna pull a wolf pick out. We're gonna do Thanksgiving movies on LD because there's not that many, but we got a couple that are gonna go head to head. We're gonna go with the old standby, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles versus the Ice Storm. So think about that. I think we already kind of might know who stands where, but they're both family-centric Thanksgiving films. So,
Different tones.
yep.
Different tones for different folks.
I love them both, but I'm only going to go with the Ice Storm in terms of it being a late release on LaserDisc, and it's letterboxed, and it looks really good, and it's a Fox
And it
release.
has no AC3.
Yeah, but it takes
I bought
place
it too.
It takes place in Connecticut in the 70s. So it's like, I just imagine that's what my neighbors were doing when I was just playing with Star Wars figures. They were having key parties and slipping on ice and getting electrocuted. Spoiler alert. And it's got,
You ruined it for me, Sam.
it's got
I know,
it's got some college in it too. So it does kind of fit college and Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's my favorite Ang Lee film, and I'm going Ice Storm. I think I know what Ryan's going for.
Well, I watched Ice Storm, and I did not like it. It was kind of awful. I did like the key party. I'm like, wow, they're just going for it. I like that. But really, Sam, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Planes, Trains,
It's
and
letterboxed.
Automobiles. I get that, but like, believe it or not, there's these things, and I'm gonna not give it away. Hang on. There we go. They're blue. And
What are
they
those?
sometimes reissue the LaserDisc movies on them, and they're wider
Alien
and sometimes
technology.
have sound
Never heard
mixes.
of such a thing.
And so, like, the shortcomings of a pan and scan, which that's the way it was meant to be watched on my CRT in my mom's basement. But no, I'm just kidding. It's a great movie. I don't care what cut it is. Planes, Trains.
All right. Keith
What do
M
you
gets
Spencer?
credit for saying Frodo fries. Little Ice Storm reference there. So Frodo fries. Anyway, sorry. All right. What about you, Spencer?
I mean, they're both good. I have Ice Storm on LD, but I don't have Planes, Trains because it's not. There's no letterbox one, but I would like to get it because it has a PCM soundtrack and the Blu-ray is crap.
Yeah.
It's got a really crappy master, a lot of DNR, but that's what I have. I want to see that. So for me, I gotta say Planes, Trains because Steve Martin's dramatic performances I have a real thing for. Even the ones with comedy bits, but I just love when he does really good straight dramatic work and the comedy is inherent.
Yep.
And I'm like, yes, that scene alone, that's got to be the one that swings it over. I just hope I want to see the long cut, the work print in Planes Trains someday, which somebody just made a video out of, which is now getting the word out. But yeah, originally it was 3 hours, and they cut it down to 2 hours. And I would see it as a kid, and I would always go like, I really like this movie. I think it's the best John Hughes movie, but I feel like there's stuff missing. And then I see like pictures online and then all this stuff. I'm like, well, what's this? And more with the cop that pulls him over and all that. I'm like, wait, what? And then they re-edited the heck out of it. And the reason why it works is it was edited by Paul Hirsch, who's one of the great editors. He worked with De Palma, he worked on Star Wars. And when you start to look at it, like you can really see, I mean, he had to work his butt off to like stitch everything back together. But I hope that comes to light someday, because, Paramount's starting up their home video division again. And it's like, guys, this will be a good title,
I'm down.
It would sell. Don't just recycle the same disc again. And you did it again. There's like a new package for 2020. It's the same crappy disc I bought like 3 times before, and I'm like, damn it.
Nice. All right, so you're going Planes Trains.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Max?
Well, the best college Thanksgiving film is Son-in-Law. So
That's not an option.
I know.
Right in.
Yeah, you can't write in.
But I will go with Planes Trains, because I have not seen Ice Storm.
What?
It does sound of interest to me. I probably will see if I have it and
check it
watch
out.
But I'm actually not sure if I have it or not.
All right. Well, by default, that's still an option. It works. All right. Well, so we'll see. I'll try and remember to put the post on the LaserDisc page a little bit later, and we'll see what everybody else says. It's going to be Planes Trains. It's going to be like In the Mouth of Madness all over again. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Ice Storm would have gotten my
like-
vote if it had AC3.
Good point. Yeah.
I hate it when you pull a disc out. It's like, oh yeah, cool.
Oh,
Aw, damn it.
womp womp.
If I can buy the DVD, it has AC3.
Well, thanks for getting all collegiate with us. What's everybody got for their college clothes? Or did you specifically dress up? I got my 10,000 Maniac shirt. This Natalie Merchant girl, she really has it figured out and knows. She sings about life and what we're going through in the 90s, man.
You sound like me in my college radio days.
Perfect. Yeah. Listen to my show on Tuesday nights.
Oh God, I did. I spent so many hours in our tiny hole in the wall station. It wasn't even funny. I lived
Respect.
there and in the comm building. I was never in my dorm. I didn't want to be involved in the parties and crap that never ended.
Not when you got
So it'd
sweet
be like-
jams to spin.
Oh yeah. I do like my 2-hour show. Like nobody would show up to replace me. So I would just go like 2, 4, 5, 6 hours. I was just like, screw it.
That was my my Tuesday night show. I used to go midnight to 3, and then the 3 o'clock guy would rarely show up, and I had to go to work the next morning, sitting there playing 20-minute songs at 4 in the morning, going, "Oh my God, am I ever gonna leave?" Love it.
Hi
right.
guys, it's Inagata Devita for the 5th time.
Yeah, get ready.
5 times when the drum solo kicks in on time 5, your mind just expands.
Check it out.
I gotta go pee.
I'm gonna play it twice, like 5 seconds offset.
Yeah.
Multiple decks. All right, so then we're gonna move on to our recent pickups and all that sort of fun stuff. So, you excited about that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Got stuff in the mail today.
I did. I got one thing in the mail today. I didn't get too much, but Luke actually sent me a few things, which was
cool.
super cool. Hold on, let me get it. One thing, he just kind of asked if I had this, and it turned into a thing because I was like, well, technically, I do have it, but I don't have it, minty with Obi and everything. So he gave me the Japanese release of Killing Zoe. Someone was just asking, I think Charlie was asking about Eric Stoltz, and this is probably one of my favorite Eric Stoltz movies. It's tough to say, this or Pulp Fiction, but he's a bigger role in this. But he plays a safecracker who comes to the aid of his childhood friend who lives in France now, and they're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. And Julie Delpy is a prostitute, a bank clerk, all sorts of things like that. But it's got lots of French dialogue with no English subtitles, so that's part of the problem with the Japanese disc. But so yeah, Luke was like,
Brush up on your French skills. I thought you took that in college.
I took it in high school, so I'm good.
Are you rusty?
Un petit peu. And then, of course, Luke then sent me a couple other things. And because I was like, I don't have it with the Obi, he sent me this little card. Breaking news. Obies are lame. And sent me
You
a
lost the 20% swag.
and sent me a sweet copy of Crash, which is a killer jacket. So it does look rather nice without the Obi. So go Luke. He got it all figured out. And it's not rotted like the Criterion often is. And yeah, so nice release. I didn't have it yet, so I was happy about that. And I didn't own this. Everybody has it. It doesn't have the corner Obi. Sorry, kids.
Trash.
48 hours with the middle finger.
Nice.
So good.
This is the reissue. I think there was an earlier one that maybe, does this even have digital sound? This is probably still, I think it's just,
I don't think it
still
does.
got
I
analog.
think
Yeah. CX encoded.
We didn't get digital sound till the THX remaster, which is the last one. And honestly, that's still probably the way to go because this movie's like cursed on video. Every version sucks, and Paramount again. So it's one of those, like, I really hope they redo it, and especially with this cover. I could see it, like on the 5 movies they carry at Best Buy. This is just like right there, and some kid walks by, and they're like, "I want that one." And then their parents are like, "Oh yeah, that's Eddie Murphy's best movie."
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's watch that, kids.
It's about, you want to know about real relations and grittiness and urban decay? Here you go.
What's that? Austin got the Omen collection for $30. Nice. Love the Omen.
That's going to appear again pretty soon.
I'm going to have to look out for that. And then a box came in the mail today from DHL. Thanks, DHL. Nobody's going to really care, but it is a Yellow Magic Orchestra live disc, live at Budokan from 1980. I'm a big YMO fan, and the disc is still not inside. I think it's got a sweet insert. It's got the Obi, sorry, even though they're lame. Backside.
Quality.
Oh, all my discs are falling over now. It's got some, come on, focus. It's got some hot jams, all your favorites. Maybe not. And it's got a picture of the band jamming there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yeah. So I was psyched to get that. I think I got it for like $2. Cost way more to ship than it did to buy. But
The processing fee from the proxy was more than the disc.
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
See if I can fix these discs.
It was worth it.
And that's it for pickups, I think. So we're gonna throw it on over to my man Ryan.
Sweet.
Oh wait, hold on. I did get
Oh.
a shrunken Devo disc. Hardcore Devo Live.
Ooh.
I just happened to see this right next to me.
We'll edit that out
Yeah.
before we go live with this, right?
Yeah, of course. Send it to the editing team.
Yeah. Okay, now it's going to
That'll
Ryan.
fix it. All right. So, because I guess we're talking about it, I'll add this to my pickups. Because
What do you got?
why wouldn't I? But I got this,
Dude.
and it does have the Obi. It's tucked in.
Nice.
I don't know if front of it, but I got this for $1 on a Japanese auction because it went off like. I'm guessing middle of the night for them because it didn't go off with the rest of them.
Huh.
And so I bid $1 or 100 yen, and cost me more to ship it to the proxy for the proxy fee, and then to
Of
get
course.
it here than it was. Like, but I mean, I can't believe that no one else bid against me. But
Nice.
yeah, so
I didn't know there was a trilogy box.
yeah, and they're all letterboxed in the box.
Yeah, I was about to say, so wait, they all are?
all 3 of these. Yep.
Nice.
We didn't even get that here. We only got the first one letterboxed.
I think we got all 3 letterboxed, but they're individual releases.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, they did
oh.
reissue a few of them, I think.
Oh, yeah,
and
they
yeah.
did 2.
Yeah.
So they did 3 as well?
Yeah.
Because I knew 1, and now I remember 2. Okay.
But like, it's weird because then the Omen 4 is pan and scan.
Because it was a TV
Well, that was made
movie.
for TV, yeah.
Still, like
Yeah.
they could have
It's black.
treated.
They could have
this.
matted it for no reason.
They could have
Yeah.
super matted it.
I'm sure it exists. Where's the Snyder cut?
We could just do it ourselves. We could just get.
Oh, but that means it has to cost an extra $30 million.
We can
I like
spend
it,
that
at
matting.
least. Yeah, I mean, if HBO's got the money,
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Hey,
Omen 4 is
at least you don't
up
get
there.
stuck with the terrible 2006 remake
Oh,
like I did.
I got it. I've got a soft spot for it. I didn't just say that, but you didn't hear it.
All right,
It
so
could be worse.
Spencer, are you
Yeah.
ready?
Sure.
All right, we'll start out with the
boy.
Art of Dying.
Okay, I'm trying to let's see.
Oh, there it is.
Hollywood starlets, Hollywood dreams, and 1,000 ways to die. The art of dying. Nothing to do with George Harrison, because that would require a hell of a lot of rights clearance.
Is that with the Wings Hauser?
The ultimate thriller movie.
Yes, of course it's Wings. I mean,
Nice.
Why would I get something that wasn't Wings? I mean,
That looks pretty high quality.
oh, I'm sure.
Brilliant.
The rad just jumps off the jacket.
I was loving.
Let's keep rolling.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Only one man can get them out alive. Escape from safe haven.
Wait, what is that up there?
Oh yeah,
Can't
there's some
even read
secret
it.
stuff.
Oh gosh.
In order,
In order to survive, they must escape safe haven 186.
dude, that's so much worse than 185. That safe haven's not that bad.
So I mean, she's got like a
worst
whip on the
one.
back, like
She's a badass. I'm
and
into it.
he's got a gun, and I mean, this looks amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it does.
So she's playing Catwoman, but they didn't have the rights, so they just took the mask off, right?
Hey, she did. Looks like she did better than
Halle
than
Berry.
the 2000s count.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Damn,
Yes.
Vanity.
The
Oh
Billy.
Yes.
Lord.
Hot-blooded action, cold-blooded murder, deadly illusion, starring Lord Billy D. Williams. Cold 45 included.
And Vanity.
And
Don't forget
Vanity, yeah.
Yes.
Vanity
Oh
forever.
gosh.
Serious.
I mean, if you've got Lando and Vanity, you're golden.
You're crushing.
You're set. Yeah.
I'm not done. I think
Okay.
Spencer was
Oh,
destined to be on
I'm
this.
I'm never done.
They may be headed nowhere, but they're having a hell of a time getting there. Gregory Hines and Christopher Lloyd and T-Bone and Weasel.
Damn, this looks
Yeah.
Yeah.
really crazy.
Now that looks like a buddy film.
Yeah, that I'm down with
I
T-Bone
had
and
a
Weasel.
backlog of like cool stuff like this. Like this one, for example, I got it because it was spelled wrong on
Oh,
eBay.
yes.
I know it's made the cast before, but
Yes.
so
Well,
I
I have a story for it.
Oh,
oh yeah.
do you know who made it?
I got a lot. I got a lot, and there were 2 copies of that in it. And the person who was selling the lot to me requested that they keep the copy. There was a second copy that was signed. They requested that they keep the second copy that was signed because that one of the women there was their cousin.
Oh man, that's too good.
Yeah.
It's on the wall with all the other family photos.
Yes. Family photos.
Downhill Willie.
So I found it's like a skiing movie.
So
I-
good. So
Oh my
good.
I can't even see what's the
Yeah, what's that
tagline?
say?
Heroism needs an imbecile.
Heroism needs an imbecile. Downhill Willie.
It's also got more.
Oh boy.
His
Oh,
brain is
yeah.
slow, his skis are fast, and his day has come.
So I'm just getting ready for our top 5 ski movies.
And who's
I
in
think I've
this
got-
goggles? Is that like Lita Ford or something reflected
Uh-huh,
back at
for
him? Yeah,
sure.
he's chasing
Nice.
somebody. Yeah.
No idea who is in this.
That's a little sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy pick there.
What's she
Yep.
doing out on the slopes, like dressed like that?
She's the woman of his
Just gonna have to,
Yeah.
spin it and find out.
Downhill Willie, huh?
And it wasn't opened. I can't believe no one watched that.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah. Does it have a punch out?
No,
Hmm.
just somebody bought it in the bargain bin and then forgot to get to it.
They used it to like balance a table, put it onto the leg.
There's nowhere though. Like
Huh.
it
They thought it
sat
was a
on the
calendar.
shelf
Yeah.
the way it's supposed to.
Oh, sweet! The Downhill Willie calendar's out.
I got this, which is a
Whoa.
sealed Hong
Wow,
Kong
that's-
Empire.
Nice.
So
Dang.
I have no idea.
Look at
like,
those hype stickers.
I know
Yeah.
the stickers are out of control.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm like, I want to open it, but I also like I've seen Empire and I know what version this is.
Yeah.
So like I think I'm just gonna keep it sealed. And I
Yeah.
found it in Japan, which was the weirdest thing because I never see Hong Kong discs in Japan.
I
But
know the
this is-
Japanese special edition set is supposed to have slightly better picture quality than the US ones. I don't know if it uses the US or Japanese master.
I'm sure they took it off the VHS.
Yeah, they could have done that. I mean, actually, I have the letterbox tape set because I'm a nerd, but it's actually really good for tape.
Hmm.
I also have the Pan and Scan one still.
Just cause.
2 copies.
You know.
I'm gonna keep the quality movies coming for a little bit longer now.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh no.
Ah.
The
Ooh.
The
Amazons.
Amazones.
Yeah, and I don't know why it says the Amazones because the US
Because-
title is the Amazons. But I believe
Extra
this
flavor.
is just like, some kind of fantasy, whatever.
I think the katakana says Amazones too. So that's
Yeah.
that's it. Amazonas. Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's legit good.
Such quality, it's out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Riders.
I'd been looking for this for a while, and it had it in my picks to show, and I just never got to it. It kept getting discs put in front of it, and finally, I'm showing this up because I want to watch it.
Ed Harris, baby.
Yeah.
It's
And then
that cool.
I got one that apparently has gotten really rare, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just freaking cataloged that 2 days ago.
Yeah, so
Is it late?
apparently- Yeah, like
It's super
99.
late.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
But it used to be really common, and then like one popped up for $10, and I said, "That's fine, I'm doing it," and that's the end of it. But yeah,
Yeah, Disney didn't. I think what they did was, especially late on, they stopped printing a lot of copies of things that were marketed for kids because kids weren't buying LaserDiscs. They wanted the tape. So they were just like,
Yeah.
and they kept making the clamshells for years.
Yeah.
But, like they didn't do Bugs Life here. They only did it in Japan in limited quantities. And
Doug.
But if it was more adult oriented, they would still print that on laser for a little while.
kids weren't buying LaserDiscs.
That was-
No, I
Yeah.
know. It's a shocker, isn't it?
They
But
were
just
in the
weren't properly
mid-90s,
educated.
and then their credit cards all went into default. So by the late 90s, they weren't. Yeah.
I tried to buy one as a kid.
Yeah, man.
I was in a media play and I was like, what's that? And the guy is like, that's LaserDisc. That's not for you. And it was behind the counter in the glass wall. And I was like, but I want to know.
Behind a rope.
Listen,
Yeah.
boy, that's for your mommy and for your daddy.
Can't handle this kind of stuff, kid.
I got this garbage.
Wow,
Oh.
that's some lowbrow.
It's got Kevin
Ultra
Costner in it,
Yeah.
so that was enough. This one actually surprisingly sells for very little in Japan because,
It's message in a bottle.
yeah, exactly.
They'd buy
And then-
it expecting police.
Yeah.
Now we'll ratchet it back up for the final part. I got this
Wow.
sweet
Ah.
rapid
nice.
fire.
Oh, wow.
Rapid fire. I
Yeah.
can't read Asian characters.
Here we go. Let's see if you can get that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's some.
The awesome machine operates and looks like a gun, but features 6 variable warheads capable of incredible destruction. In the wrong hands, it could be disastrous. No, disaster has struck, and only one man can stop it.
Yeah,
Rapid
so
fire.
it's got some guys in it.
All right.
I don't even know if any of them are famous for anything, but
Man, someday we'll do
It's-
top 5 movies that are named Rapid Fire.
believe it or not, this is the only release of it.
All right.
It didn't get a US release. I don't know why.
Shocking. That is shocking.
Yeah, I mean, we all should be a little shocked.
Someone wants to know if it's a widescreen. Is it widescreen?
Ah.
Ooh, that-
No, it's not widescreen.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. It's
Pretty
not
much,
widescreen.
if it's something like this, you're going to be paying in scan unless it's really late or really special.
All right.
Sounds so good.
Nice.
Picked up the Exterminator. This is apparently uncut. I don't know what the difference is between any other releases, but
Nice.
it's a really early one. It did not have an OB, so
Well, Luke
This
says
is as good as
they're
it
lame.
gets.
I got the card. It was
That's
breaking
true.
news.
But yeah, a couple more.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes. So I'm now Ninja Complete.
Oh my gosh.
You
Yeah.
collected them all.
So happy.
This was not easy to find.
Yeah.
And then
could not imagine.
speaking of being Ninja Complete, I'm also American Ninja Complete.
Stop. Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. So I found a copy in Japan finally, and people weren't bidding that much in the morning. Like it feels like some days, if it's like a weekday, people aren't awake or not paying attention and they forget about it. And so I got this for way less than that Yahoo on eBay who wants like $400 or whatever it is. So yeah, I finally tracked down all 5, which I think my punch card gets filled out, and then they send me like a DVD copy or something. I don't know.
And a T-shirt.
And a T-shirt, yes.
You get a t-shirt
So-
with the sleeves cut off.
But
Yes.
yeah, I'm really thrilled about that because
Nice.
I never thought I'd
So
see a copy
cool.
of number 1 because I'd been looking for 2+ years now and never seen a copy come up other than that guy who wants like $400, and I think it's the same guy on LDDB that wants $300, and it's like it's American Ninja. It's not like it's an important historical film. It's just
Well, I
important.
mean, that's debatable.
Yeah. So but yeah, that does it. There's just a couple pickups for me.
Look at you.
Just a couple.
How about you, Spencer?
You get anything?
I got some interesting odds and ends. Unfortunately, no LDs because
Right.
I pretty much exhausted through everything with my last video because I bought a few discs from Vinny and then that turned into a lot and then some more and then some more and then some more and then before I know it, I'm like, I have more than enough for a video. I have to make 2 videos. Oh, so I've exhausted those.
But we can break the rules. You can show some non-LDs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, these are unfortunately all non-LD, but they're all pretty cool.
We're going live. We're breaking.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want tonight, baby.
We're off the deep end in uncharted open waters.
So anyway,
I have that movie.
Oh, really? Of course you do.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is something I've meant to pick up for a while. This came out this year, and because I'm a giant REM nerd, I have to pick up every one of Peter Buck's 5 million side projects. So because it seems like since the band parted ways, he's done, gosh, literally everything. He's had his own music festival. He's put out 3 solo records. He's done he plays with everybody. So this was his latest. This is with Luke Haynes. This is a really fun title. Beat Poetry for Survivalists, which I just love the title, and the cover is wacky.
Awesome artwork.
And weird. And yeah. This is actually ultra cheap. You can get it for less than $10 at most places online. Pressing is pretty good. And Peter Buck is just a genius, one of the great guitar players, period. And I just get anything that has his name on it because he's out of all the guys, he's the one who's like, he has to be recording something somewhere. He has to be playing. So like, since COVID hit, he's been like, crawling the walls of his house. Apparently, it's like I've listened to every single one of my 500,000 records because he's a giant record collector nerd. But yeah, this is a really fun record. Just as good as the other stuff. He's also part of the Filthy Friends supergroup, which is they put out 2 albums. So yeah, he's done a ton of stuff since REM finished, but anything that he does, I have to pick up.
Did you do any record store day shopping today or?
I stopped by some of the locals. Some of the releases were interesting, but it's always, everything's sold out in 5 minutes.
Sure. Yep.
And it's always super pricey. And it's all, I look at something, I'm like, okay, well, where was this pressed? And okay, is it is the master any good? I was drooling because every time U2 does a release, it sells out in 2 seconds, but it's usually uber cool. So they put a new issue of Boy out.
40th.
Boy. Yep. And that's my favorite U2 record. I think that's I think that's their best record. It's one of my 5 or 10
that's
ever.
Up there for
and
me.
It's white vinyl and everything. And I'm like, oh, this looks great. And then I dug around. I'm like, it's the 2008 remaster, just repressed, and I'm like, God damn it! I have the original US. I have an original UK, which I only paid $20 for. So that thing was like 40, and
I've got the OG
50,
US,
and it was sold out in like 2 seconds. So yeah, I usually look around, but I just go support one of the local stores, and they our local was running a really great sale, so it was literally walk in and just whole store is like 5-10% off, but I just ran through for like 10 or 15 minutes. So this one, it's already been mentioned in the comments, but this thing is stupid cheap right now, and because it's Fox, when they stop making this, it's probably going to go away in moratorium because Disney is putting all Fox stuff on moratorium.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
And Shout Factory's put up box sets before, and I didn't get Vincent Price Volume 1. It sold out, and it only came back into print this year, but it was like hitting $350. So I was like, I only really like the first one, but I want to see the 4K remaster, which is exclusive to this box, and it is now stupid cheap. So I picked up the Omen collection on Amazon.
Nice, everyone.
It's down to $30. Now they have a coupon on it, so now after I bought it, it's down to like $24 from the $75 retail. So I'm like, are they just trying to blow out copies? Because that's what I'm thinking.
Ooh, I want
because it's
one.
gone on sale for like 40 before, but I was like, yeah, I know this is probably going to sell out, and then it's going to be out of print because it's Fox.
Yep.
That's it.
This episode's sponsored by The Omen.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, Damien, are you there?
It's all for you.
Sponsored by the 7 Daggers of Megiddo. So yeah, it's just a nice. Whoop! I lost my card. Nice box art.
Yeah.
Very simple, straightforward. And then each film is in individual cases with original poster art. They carried over all the extra features, put on a lot of new features. So you get your money's worth just from the audio commentaries alone. Omen has the new 4K remaster, huge improvement, and they all have their original audio tracks back, which is really big because the old Blu-ray set didn't have any.
And some of those, that Blu-ray set
some,
I have
some
is
had lossy, and it also had those awful foam hubs for the disc.
the packaging was so bad.
Notorious.
Yeah.
Yes. So here it's simple, but it's original cases.
Yeah, I love that.
And Omen 2, Omen 3,
The
and they
Nazarene.
include all the TV Omen 4 on its own separate disc, and I believe, it has extras as well, which I was like, whoa, I can't believe it. And then just because they wanted to stick me with the 2006 remake, I mean, no, it's not the worst thing in the world. I saw it.
It's relatively
when it came
capable.
out.
Yeah, it's
but it's
unneeded.
It wasn't made by Dick Donner, so what's the point? It's like it doesn't have Greg Peck or Bill Holden or Sam Neill, so it's like what? No,
or David Warner.
It doesn't have no David Warner, no Jerry Goldsmith score. A lot of jump scares. I'm like, no. But if the mood ever strikes me, which it never will. But anyway, so you can get this thing for. Shop Factory releases cost so much money, and that's why I don't have very many. I have to wait for sales and hope it doesn't go out of print. Like I only have a handful of their Hammer titles just because.
Too late. Yeah.
They're so expensive. This thing, the retail is like $75. So if any Omen fans are out there, get this while it's on sale because this thing is not getting any cheap. Well, no, I mean it dropped to 25, so it's like it was a no-brainer. So I was looking for something to hit that free shipping threshold.
Yep.
Because I don't have Prime or anything, and I only occasionally buy from Amazon, usually when it's something like that. So I was looking around, and I'm like, well, I'm looking through my wish list, and a lot of my stuff is out of print or rare books or something. And then I'm like, scroll back up. Wait a minute, what is this? That can't be right. That's been out of print for years. That's an expensive rare Blu-ray. Why does it say in stock? What? So this is another Fox title. This one has been out of print. So apparently, because it said there were only 19 copies. So I guess somebody found a box somewhere. But they had the 1942 Black Swan with Tyrone Power and Maureen O'Hara, the beautiful Technicolor swashbuckler.
Nice.
And again, this is a very rare title. It's been out of print. I think this came out in 2013. Wow. It carries over a few extra. Basically, you get a commentary which carries over from the DVD, but it's Maureen O'Hara with Rudy Belmer, and anytime Rudy Belmer is on something,
he's the man.
Like it's gold. I still R.I.P. Rudy. We still miss you.
Yep.
But I couldn't believe it. So I was just looking for something to add to get the free shipping threshold, and it was a little over $10. So I was like, okay, yes, that does it. I only needed 5, but yes, you got me. And again, Fox titles. If you want them, get them before they're gone, because Disney is just like,
into the
I
vault.
don't care.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's a whole legacy. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
The mouse does what the mouse wants.
I know.
I think they're building a separate streaming section for it.
Probably, yeah.
Or they'll all be
a whole separate service.
Disney Movie Club
Sign up for
exclusives.
Foxy Plus.
Foxy Plus.
There's the leak video Disney 18 Plus that they say might be coming out, where it's like for adults, and I don't know if you need like a code to like open up anything on it, because there's going to be R-rated stuff from their back catalog
or anything that's not deemed for children. So like you open it and it's like all of the top tier Fox titles. So you log in and it's like the Foxy streaming service, and everybody thinks it's adult stuff, which is on there, but you open it and the front page is Grapes of Wrath, Gentleman's Agreement, and
hot
it's
stuff.
Just like the top tier Xanax titles and My Darling Clementine, and then they're like,
what?
But then like they actually click on it, and then all of a sudden their brains light up and they're like, oh, this is what life is like.
This is cinema.
and Deadpool.
And Deadpool, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what they're going for. But if you hide it in there, like as soon as Deadpool finishes, so yeah, I got one more thing.
All right.
This took a little while. Well, actually, it got here like insanely fast. It got here faster than my Shout Factory stuff, that's for sure. But Indicator in the UK, one of the great boutique labels, they did a number of sales. First, they did a sale on their Hammer stuff before they did their big yearly sale. So I did this, and I was so impressed with this, and I have some of their other releases, and their stuff sells out pretty quick. Their limited editions, that I went ahead and grabbed these, which are now both out of print. So I'm very glad that I did. And then when their sale happened, I jumped in on a group sale. So it's still on its way to me, but I went crazy on that. So that's why I'm not doing Black Friday, because I went a little nuts on the indicator sale, which is also why I'm not doing Criterions, because I got more indicators than like the cost of like 5 Criterions. So
Yeah, draw the line in the sand somewhere. Yep.
yeah, but I grabbed these because I have volume 4 and it's one of the best box sets I've ever had for the format. I missed out on box 1 and I'm so mad at myself because these things are works of art. Like the Omen box is pretty good, but I mean, Indicator takes it to another level with their boxes. So this is now out of print, but I grabbed the Hammer Volume 2 Criminal Intent box set.
Ooh, nice.
These are all full remasters with the beautiful little slip cover that they usually do on their boxes. I mean,
Man.
These are just works of art, and it is absolutely stuffed with extras, not to mention alternate cuts, American and British presentations of these films. I've seen 2 of these before, but I haven't seen the other 2, and I really wanted to get these, but, it's a little pricey, and you have to do UK importing and stuff.
Is it region B locked, or is it region free?
Some of their stuff is like this. This is actually region free. They actually will mark on the box, so you see it's ABC.
Oh, cool.
They do a lot of stuff from the Sony library, and until recently Sony was like, yeah, you can just do whatever, but I think now they're kind of enforcing it a little more on certain titles. But yeah, Indicator actually marks on their discs. Like, they're super cool about that. Original poster art on all of them. All of these are underrated. I haven't seen all 4 of them before. And the booklets in here for these limited editions, let me see if I can open one. I mean, when Indicator does a booklet, I mean, they don't kid around. They are, hefty
Tomes.
Tomes, yes. Oh my gosh. And beautiful stills. I mean, just full on essay pieces. And then all of these also, in addition, if that wasn't enough, all of them have completely reversible artwork sleeves. And I've missed out on so many of their limited editions, and I'm like, oh well, it's just a booklet, and it's just it's really premium. But these box sets, I mean, they are incredible. They're all limited, and I managed to get these before they sold out. So now this $50 box set plus all the shipping and stuff, they're now. This is probably the most niche of the 5 they've done so far, because it's basically crime thrillers. His Hammer did more than horror, but they're all great.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Where's my Dracula?
Well, this one sort of kind of gets back in there, but this one I had to grab because I wanted to get it. I was going to get it, and then I saw, it's about to sell out. They're down to 100 copies, and I'm like, click now.
Do it.
This has 2 of my favorite Hammer films. Again, they sort of border on horror, but I grabbed the Volume 3 Blood and Terror, which has Stranglers of Bombay and Terror of the Tongs, which are 2 of my favorite Hammer films. Stranglers of Bombay is fantastic. It deals with the Thuggee. It is very much an influence on Temple of Doom.
Nice.
It's directed by Terence Fisher, who directed all the great Hammer films, and it's widescreen black and white too, which is always a very distinct visual style that you don't get all the time. So it's actually scope black and white.
And the Obi strip.
Yeah, I know, right? I love these things.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
a little
cool.
limited banner there, but here you have this absolutely stunning bit of Christopher Lee from Terror of the Tongs, which is a really dark, horror-ridden thriller, and it's amazing that Hammer was able to do these on shoestring budgets.
That's badass. Yeah.
And Terror of the Tongs, like all these Hammer films from the early period, it's just dripping with beautiful color. I mean, and of course, all the blood is just like pure red.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, these releases are stuffed. I mean, they're and here's Stranglers of Bombay. I mean, that's just, and this has
Sweet.
alternate versions, presentations, you name it. And what I also love about Indicator, not only do they do vintage stills and stuff, but here on the booklet, on some of the releases I have, they actually put a picture of like cast and crew and stuff. But I love them also for doing things like this. So here's a really beautiful shot of Terence Fisher, who is
Nice.
one of my director heroes and really unheralded. Like he's one of the 3 great. He's literally, there are 3 great directors of horror films. It's James Whale, Jacques Tourneur, and Terence Fisher. Those are the 3. And outside of talking about Hammer films, nobody talks about Terence Fisher.
Those are Ryan's favorite 3 too, as well.
Yeah, my top 5, 3.
If Ryan actually knows any of those 3, I am a happy man. I really am. Like, do you know any of those 3 names for real?
No, of course not. I mean, I know Christopher Lee.
Oh, God, okay. If you had known Tourneur, I would have literally passed out. I would literally pass
We
out.
don't
right
want
now.
that. Then we'd have to call the ambulance, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Paramedics.
Don't worry, I got one more pickup to show you guys when.
Oh,
when you're
stealth
done,
pickup.
Spencer, that'll-
Okay.
That'll
Okay.
kind of
All right.
blow your minds.
All right.
Well, that does it for me for right now.
All right.
These were just you can't pass up on these indicator sets because once they sell out. But the cool thing about them is they actually reissue stuff. So they do standard editions, but it just doesn't have the box or the fancy swag. And I think they get rid of the booklet too. So it's just disc in case, but at least it's not like when a Criterion goes out of print and it's like
Gone.
but I had the Third Man in my hands.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I bought the DVD version. Curses. That actually happened.
Oh no.
Yes. It was in the early days. I didn't have a player yet. And I was like, well, I should get the DVD because
I don't have a Blu-ray player. Yeah.
Yeah. DVD's worth like $50 now. Blu-ray's worth like $400. I'm like, yeah.
That's always how it goes. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's whichever one you put back on the shelf is the one that's worth $400 or $500 a couple of years later, and then the one you buy is worth like 40.
99 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We can give you 10 cents for it.
Yeah. We got to make our money back.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And it's their featured Facebook post on
Yep.
their store site.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got,
What do you got,
I got
Max?
quite a bit of swag here.
What do you got?
Oh, sweet.
Got some good stuff here. All right. I'll
Step
start
up.
with sure.
Whoa, what do we have here?
Ah.
Nice.
Ooh.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Just get that home theater experience,
Just
baby.
Get that. Yes.
That's
Don't
awesome.
pay your bills. Buy
Yeah.
Pioneer.
Yeah.
Who needs lights?
Who needs air conditioning? As long as you pay your electricity, you're good.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Wow.
This one I'm just insanely jazzed about.
1980
like
Palm
leather?
Springs. Man.
It's like somewhere
Somebody still
between
cares.
windbreaker and like it's kind of plasticky, like almost vinyl, but it's really like it's like a heavy windbreaker material.
Man.
So like
this is-
starter
This is
jacket.
coated,
Huh.
but it's a
Toyo tires.
we got the big one on the back, which is my favorite, the Super Tuner
Man.
one on either sleeve.
Man, when we do our Caddyshack remake, or not Caddyshack, Cannonball Run remake, you got to wear that.
Oh, I mean, this is literally like, I could not believe this when I saw this. And then, the little Palm Springs one is sick.
Yeah.
Got the Pioneer car on it.
So either you wear that to a racetrack or a Best Buy in the tiny car audio section because it's the only
Oh, yeah.
car
Either
audio
way,
store left.
yeah.
And you see if anybody says anything.
There's a secret little Magnavox one I just noticed.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Nice. That's vintage.
Yeah, I mean, this is straight like that. I mean, the tag is so non-existent. Like this is for sure like either a late 70s jacket that has like the 1980s
Newer patches. Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but that's just like, I mean, that lightning bolt image on the front, that was specifically for the Super Tuner. So that jacket is like a Super Tuner repping jacket for those era of time.
You
So.
need to just put that on and hang out in an alleyway and just get into fights. Just like, snap your fingers
Yeah.
and look cool.
I have a Pioneer Switchblade.
Don't mess
I
with her,
do,
man.
Jericho.
She's
my
from
God,
the
that's
Super
right.
Tuners. They're the toughest gang
wanna
in town.
You want to mess with me? I got the Pioneer Switchblade.
She'll take you out, man. I love it.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
this fabulous. It's giving me total hat inspiration, so I may make a LaserDisc hat. We'll see.
You should.
Yeah.
So it's like literally just a page, and it was so cheap. I just got it for the image because I love it. I'm gonna frame it. Okay, this one is creme de la creme here.
Laser clock.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Flavor Flav would approve.
This is
Yeah.
special clock that's commemorating the launching
Oh,
of
in
LaserDisc,
81.
Oh wow.
which is October 9th, 1981.
Nice. Go
So
Pioneer.
in memory of LaserDisc launching. So
I love it.
it's going straight up on my wall.
Trevor showed up in the chat. What's up, Trevor?
Okay, I got one more bit of swag here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
carrying
wow.
all your finest LaserDisc going there.
Oh yes, it is
So
so
then,
nice.
so
you
when
know,
parties start again, when you actually go over to people's houses
Yep.
again,
You
you
bring
just
that.
show up and you're like, and they're like, "What's in the case?"
Our selection of films for the night.
And they're like,
Unfortunate,
"We
yes.
don't have a player." Don't worry. I
Yeah.
bought
Don't
that.
worry, I have one in the car.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes.
That is awesome. All right, you got to bring that when you're dressing up in your Super Tuner
Oh.
jacket and
Oh my
hanging out.
gosh, seriously. That one is like, I mean, I have several here that are like top pieces for me. This is probably my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Large the logo is.
badge of honor.
Nice flight case.
This one's also nice and holds more of them.
Yeah, you
And
have a bigger party
it
with
has-
that one.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has keys on it too, so you can lock it.
You could-
But that one's a close second now. That's I just love how the stark contrast with the chrome and the black on that one is
you should get a wrist bracelet
really
for it.
quality. Yes. Yes. It's like carrying it around with like handcuffs.
It's not the football.
It's laser power.
The nuclear laser. Man,
Okay, now this one is serious here. I have never seen anything quite like this.
whoa. Oh, Sound Rico, but that's
Whoa.
that magazine that I was showing you guys.
Was this the one?
Yeah, Sound Rico, Pal,
Oh
or
my
however you
gosh,
pronounce it.
I friggin' found this,
This-
and so this is so neat that it has
Whoa.
a little
Whoa.
disc in the inside of it.
Huh. What's on it? Have you watched it yet?
I just got this today. This just showed up in
Dude.
the mail. But this is so cool looking. Like it's just,
Ooh,
it's like that
Ah.
other one, but it's all the Japanese stuff in here.
that's
And
awesome.
there's Godzilla ones. I was just flipping through it, but it just looks insanely cool. Like, I mean, here's some of the. You can see a little Batman there.
I think I see a Pee-wee.
Oh, you see a Pee-wee?
Yeah, I see
this is
big.
like-
Yep.
Yes, big. But it's just there's some in color stuff in the back that's showing more like Pioneer things you can buy.
Nice.
So this overall is just super cool. Like nice LaserDisc vibe there.
That's awesome. That's rocking,
Yeah.
what, 92 is it's promoting?
Yeah, it's 92.
That's awesome.
So I'm just so jazzed about this. I just have never seen anything like it.
It's
and
got
I'm
dust
just-
jacket and a slip cover.
Yes.
Man.
You
Woo!
weren't kidding.
Yeah, you're not messing around.
Yeah.
I'm not messing around.
I got to get a subscription to that magazine now. I'm sure
No.
I'm sure they're well out of print, but
Fill out the card anyway.
I'm gonna send
Oh,
it in.
Somebody opens this random
it.
PO box.
The Japanese guys that inherited it are going to be so
Yeah.
polite. They're going to send it to me anyways.
Okay, I'll show some of my Japanese pickups here. I have some ones that I found in my room too.
Ooh,
But this I had never
multilingual.
loved this logo with the like little planetary vibe around it. Really into that. But it
Nice.
looks like it should be kind of like interesting.
LaserDisc
So,
system. Nice.
Yeah.
On the showroom.
Ultra modern.
Two-way
Demo?
CATV. Yeah. Yeah, that looks
So-
fun.
Spelled epilogue
Yeah.
wrong.
I love demo discs.
Yep.
So that one should hopefully be cool. This
Ah,
love
I got that.
Ah.
You have it?
I do. It's awesome.
Is yours Japanese was there two pressings of this or is it
Mine's
only
Japanese. Yeah. I don't think they made a domestic one here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I
That
freaking
it's fun
looks so good. I'm really looking forward to this.
because it's got the videos, but then it's got bits
Yeah.
from the music awards too mixed in, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
How cool. Oh, I'm really jazzed about that.
Yep.
Okay, this is one I finally have it.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
No one bid against me and I don't know how, but
And you don't need the Obi because Obis are lame. Per Luke. That's-
Obies make it more expensive too.
Exactly. That's
well,
sick.
I mean, I didn't check inside. It may have it inside.
Ah,
there.
don't ruin it. We're just gonna
Literally
pretend it's not
just-
there.
I opened these right before like everything happened today. So, okay,
Nice.
got another great covered demo disc.
Whoa,
I
Dolby
like Dolby
Surround.
Surround Adventure. Yes.
That is an adventure.
I
love
would buy
it.
that too. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
and I no idea, but it just only says side one.
Hmm.
Side two is just
Dead.
Side two, yeah. I can't. Yeah, it's a little small there. Yeah,
afterthought.
it's just Flippy the Turtle.
Yeah,
It's just
hopefully.
analog
Yeah.
mono.
Yes.
Music LD. Wow. It's pretty interesting. Pretty sparse compared to the graphics on the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it
like
at special
this one.
price.
Good
Yeah.
one, right?
They went all out on that back logo.
Yeah.
So much money was spent.
That's awesome.
Hopefully it was spent on the content. But this one, however, I
Ooh.
liked how simple this one was.
Image music.
That looks like an
discount.
80s 12-inch single or something, really.
know,
Yeah.
That
that's
back,
what
it's
I
a great
thought.
jacket. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm
Palm
like,
trees. Yeah.
I'm trying to think
I
like,
the little billboard.
Is that an Eagles
Yeah.
album? Is that like
I
Hotel
got-
California
Yeah,
too?
that's right.
It totally looks like it.
Hotel California, the
cool
80s
looking.
remix version.
Yeah,
when they
baby.
got back together, except they were much older and not as good.
There's a little bit of like, I guess these are stills from something they're going to show, but like, I have no clue. Looking forward to this. No idea.
All right. Cool.
And then, okay, for all this time, I was really just, because I wasn't getting box sets, putting off getting
Oh, you
Uh-huh.
got it.
Nice.
Mad Maxine
I s-
finally has the Mad Max box set.
Nice. I love that silver kind of foil embossed look
I
to it.
love that.
That's awesome.
This does not have the OB, but that's okay with me because it was not expensive. So
Yeah,
That's
it
what-
offsets
I
the
would've-
graphics. Yeah.
yeah,
I wanted to go for that, but what kept me was it doesn't have the
Australian.
pure Aussie
Yep.
for the
Oh.
original, which is why I need to get the new 4K that just came out because it actually does have it.
You should get it. But yeah, that box is
Oh, it's
Pretty fun.
beautiful. MFP logo and everything. Yeah.
I love
Sick.
it. Okay, so these I went, looking
nice.
Oh yeah.
at the laser layer of Hollywood LaserDisc and discovered some things that I thought were in my shelf and they were not. So
Yeah, that's
That
a
was
classic. Oh, who was just showing? So we were talking about that recently.
oh, I was like, this looks so familiar, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'll go grab it and see, what it's about.
Yeah, somebody was it in LDF or something? Somebody was posting
so,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about
Huh.
this one, but I mean, I didn't really look at the back. It's got Brian Eno, and I love
right.
it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty cool.
You had us at Brian Eno. Like it.
Okay, so I'll show this little.
Oh,
bit.
AC3
Oh,
Poltergeist, baby. Yeah.
Oh!
Shout out to Peter.
I did not know that I didn't already have this.
Now
I
you know.
thought I didn't, and I didn't.
Yeah.
So now I do.
Score.
It's like they worked hard to make them almost the identical jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I know.
identical.
It's-
Is that
it's
one?
very
Does that have a gloss on it? Because I've noticed the stealth ones seem to usually have like a glossy finish, just like slightly.
Yeah.
Say so.
Yeah, yeah. Because the regular
It's
MGM
matte.
ones are always that matte. Yeah. So that's how you tell it's got the AC3 hidden there somewhere on front and back, and it's usually a little glossy.
It's a little shiny,
That's
yeah.
the only difference. Yeah.
You didn't have to pay a graphics guy if the intern just slapped a logo on somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't change the catalog number.
Love it.
I grabbed this since this was getting a lot of
Man, it's getting a lot of play.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd check this out, see what it's about.
Nice.
I mean, I'm a big, Tom Hanks. Watch him all the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's interesting. This what can I say?
Yeah.
So
That's a rotter though,
Rot
right?
team.
Look
Yeah,
out.
Rot team.
Yeah. I'd say I'm like DWE banner has it rod.
Killer jacket though.
well,
Mhm.
fingers crossed on it because I mean Van Damme. Whew.
Dennis Rodman with green hair. I mean,
It's got the
Yeah.
worm. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
It's got Mickey Rourke. That's got to
Yeah.
be worth something.
oh, I know what this is. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Yes.
Dudes.
Yes.
Love it.
Another one that I actually upgraded. So
Yeah, still got some shrink on there too.
Mhm.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still has
Classic
a,
image cover.
punch hole,
Yeah,
but-
mine has a punch out too.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any that don't
Oh,
have it.
So many image punch outs. So many.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I mean, I had more but I was trying to be conservative. So
All right. Pretty badass. Nice
Thank
pickups.
you. Hey,
I got one for Record Store Day.
All right, what do you
This
got?
is not a Record
Oh,
Store
cool.
release, but it's pretty close. It's William Shatner's The Blues album.
oh my
Anyone
God.
else get this? Or
Is
was
it-
that just me?
Is Ben Folds on it or anything?
Did not
I'm sure
realize.
Ben Folds is on this.
Yeah.
Did not realize that was a thing I wanted.
Brad Paisley, Kirk
So
Fletcher,
quality.
Sonny Landreth, Richie Blackmore,
All right.
Ronnie Earl, Whoa, I don't see Ben Folds listed.
Nice.
Unless he just did the whole thing. I don't know. But it's purple, apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I ordered this over the summer on the pre-release and then forgot.
And then it just showed up.
I was like, what did I get from Cleopatra Records?
Oh, yeah.
What did they even have? And then like that showed up. I'm like, thank you, Self, for getting that.
They usually do like
then I got,
industrial bands and stuff like that.
And it came with some ads, and it was just all of Shatner's releases. Like there was a Blu-ray, there were some other records. I was just like,
buy them
man,
all.
they are really pushing William Shatner.
Buy my merch. Please
So
buy my merch.
the blues.
That's awesome. I wanted to get the Anthrax LP or EP that came out today, and none of the stores in my area stocked it, so I had to buy it from a flipper. It wasn't that expensive, but
It sold out in all my stores right away.
yep.
There was one I really wanted that was super limited, and because it was only 1,500 copies, it was gone. But they put out the Bangles Doll Revolution album, which was like their reunion album. And it was like on translucent pink swirly vinyl. It looked really cool, but it was CD only back in like the early 2000s. And I'm like, well, that would be cool. There's only 1,500 of them. Are you serious? Why?
Yeah, the one I wanted only had 1,000, so it was.
Yeah, it's like, why bother at that
Yeah.
point? Yeah.
It's just to make people fight each other.
I wanted that Rolling Stones. They were like 900 of Let It Bleed, and it was like hand pressed or something. But it was $100.
It's like the swirl
no
was
extras.
hand done.
Yeah, no extras, no nothing. I'm like, I have an original. There's no way I can justify this. It just I'll listen to it once and then go back to the original because I won't want to play it or something. So
Yeah. Plus, it doesn't have the mojo, especially on the Stones. Like, and of course, with the Stones, it's like, well, if you don't get original UK for the early stuff, but it's also like I don't have $500 laying around.
So I guess I'm gonna miss out.
Yeah, but like the early US copies, on certain albums, like that's you got that. You don't need the later ones. You really don't.
We keep threatening we're gonna do a vinyl podcast, so I think we're gonna do it.
We started to
I think we're gonna do it.
Like, my Exile 4-sided artisan monarch.
Let's talk about mint marks.
USPS delivered this to my house on Thanksgiving. And it was from a regular guy on Facebook.
That's a weird LaserDisc. I don't know that LaserDisc.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that a label?
Yeah.
This is Incubus.
Yeah.
It's it's music on LaserDisc vinyl or something.
180 gram LaserDisc.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's colored, so that makes it sound better, right?
Yeah.
It picks up the laser better. Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the red lasers.
It's needle version of it.
Needle Vision 2.
Wait, fuck Needle Vision.
So was that it for your fancy bonus shares, Ryan? So we're going to do recent spins and stuff, or do you have more secret records?
Did anyone hit Dollar Tree?
I did not.
Oh my God, you guys missed some amazing stuff.
Oh.
Like I cleaned up.
Oh no.
Have you heard of this movie?
I've heard of the Spider-Man.
Yeah. And
that's
this
the one from the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman Lego. Nice.
Yeah.
It's got Billy D. Williams.
This is I believe an Oscar winner.
Slipcover.
Yeah, exactly. This bad boy.
Nice.
Yes.
That's always a Dollar Tree.
Non-rotted.
Yeah, non-rotted.
Thank you, Dollar Tree. This one I couldn't believe it, but yep, it's a steelbook.
Yeah, look at you with the Batman.
The Dollar Tree?
Yeah, so
That's got an exclusive extra on it. Actually, it's a tiny little thing, but it's like a little 5 or 10 minute documentary, and it's not on the 4K. And it's like, seriously.
And then the Queen of the Damned for $1. Like,
wow.
There were some others, but I just but Dollar Tree, man. Like,
my Dollar Tree gets
400
nothing
in my area.
Yep.
You just got to know, like when they start to pop up, you just have to hit every store and
I
hope
won't
that you're lucky.
speak of my Dollar Tree. I don't go there anymore.
They got on your bad side.
I don't want to discuss this.
All right, fair enough.
Here.
Yeah, I mean,
we
I
don't
can't
go
get
there
everything
anymore.
on LaserDisc. I can't get Pterodactyl on LaserDisc.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
I mean,
That's
for
so
$1
cool.
for a coaster, I mean, and it's brand new. Like that's just,
It's like they spent more manufacturing those. Like I've seen my Dollar Tree usually, like they might get a single box and it's somewhere in the store and it's like 5 copies of 10 different movies that either you've never heard of or like something generic or something that they printed 1 million of. And I'm like, I don't need this. What? No, I
No,
don't.
I don't.
And everybody else,
Ryan
just gotta
does.
show
I
up the
walked in
first
and
day.
found a Kino release of
Yeah.
blah 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 for $1, and I'm like,
What? Yeah.
the hell?
It's because Ryan grabbed
I
them
don't
all,
want
like-
Ninja Assassin. What is that? Like, seriously?
Yes, you.
In my mind, Max can't go to Dollar Tree because her gang, the Super Tuners, always rumble outside of it, and they're forbidden from going there.
They have a picture on the wall, not allowed.
Yeah.
The wall of shame.
Yeah. You see this jacket coming in? Just say no, man. Get out of here. Beat it.
They tried to pay with $2 bills. We don't use
Yeah.
$2 bills.
Oh my god, that's for real. That's happening.
I love it.
I got
Trevor
turned
wants
down
to
at
know
a
if we're
drive-through with
doing,
a $2 bill for real.
Oh my god. I've
Trevor's
heard some
asking
people
about
have
the
gotten
Spotify
arrested about
episode.
$2 bills.
Spotify, huh? Trevor wants us on Spotify?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see what we can do for you,
We
buddy.
could post it. We could post ourselves on iTunes. Give us a rate and a like, guys.
Charlie's got
And,
DC Cab. Nice.
Keith was asking about Big Lots. They're kind of hit and miss. They do have
Yeah.
some nicer stuff, and they've gotten some good steelbooks for $5.
I've gotten some great stuff from them. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hit it. Don't expect it every time, but like
Yeah.
you know, kind of. I think it's
It's
quarterly
like
there.
regional too. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
you'll see some pop up and like maybe it'll trickle to your area, but then there's usually less stores by the time, because their stores like a couple of the ones near me closed. So there's one I can stop by, and then if I'm on like a completely different side of town, there's another one, and they might like have one of the ones I've seen on like some forum posts and stuff. But
Yeah.
back 5 years ago, it was like, oh wow, the Warner vault's open, and it was just tons of like vintage classic era Warner titles that were like expensive stuff, and it was like $2, $3, and I'm like, I can get Ryan's Daughter for $2. What? This is a $25 DVD, which is still not on Blu-ray. Darn it!
Summer 2019 was good too because they had like the Planet of the Apes box sets for $5 and the Alien box set for $5. And
I got the Fast and the Furious box.
Yeah,
like all 8
bought
or
that too.
All 8, yeah.
Yeah, just because like I really am only into 1 and 2, but I'm like, well, heck, this is just, and I sold the
What?
digital
3 is
copies,
your
so it was
jam?
like I got it for like $4.
Yeah, I can't believe how many people buy digital copies of movies. I'm like,
I used to throw them away. I
Yeah.
just was like, I have no use, and then like I saw people, I'm like, people buy these?
Yeah.
What?
they buy
This
slip
useless
covers.
piece of paper for a copy of the copy that I already
Yep.
have in my hands? What?
Now
You
they're
mean
gonna
I can
start
sell this
buying.
for $1 or $2?
They're gonna start buying the store receipts.
Yeah,
And the
or like
bags.
the voodoo stuff at Walmart,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, I could sell the digital copy, but I have to send you a picture of my receipt.
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
Yeah, I was like, well, why is this a thing?
You guys ready to do some recent spins?
yeah.
I
All right.
grabbed mine. I forgot.
All right. Well, you got time. I got
Don't worry,
5.
Sam will spin for all of us.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Oh yes.
I got 5. First up, I had to spin Video Essentials. It's the delightful tale of a ballerina, some street toughs, an Amish kid. What else?
Get on a bike.
The bike, the girl in the pink that's like just kind of staring at you.
Yes.
There's some dates going on, some slow dancing out with your muscle cars, and
Oh yes.
there's everything you want in a movie and more. Always a thrill. And I just had to retune a couple things, so I grabbed that.
I saw Video Essentials. I see some tune-up was done.
Yes, a little
like I
bit.
said, my dad, I'm like, GVE.
And
Is yours the one with the screwy sound?
no, I've got the one because there are 2 different versions.
The screwed up AC3 or whatever it
Yes,
is.
but then again, nowadays everybody's got the receivers that have the auto, kind of set up pink noise generator, anyways. So,
Yeah.
but and I do have the blue strip. Yeah, Charlie's just mentioned the blue strip. You gotta have the blue strip,
Yeah.
so you could do the
I
tint.
admit I had the DVD long before I had the LD. I actually found the snapper case. It's
I have it.
identical. So yeah, if you
I
really
do
want to
have-
cheap out, you can
Yeah.
get the DVD version. It's the same.
I have it.
thing.
It's good stuff.
Yep, I have it too.
Oh, nice. And then I decided to spin up. Bill was talking about this recently too, so he inspired me to revisit JM, aka Johnny Mnemonic, which is the long Japanese cut, the Japanese version, which has way more Takeshi Kitano. In fact, if you see the backside, it's billed as this big showdown between Keanu Reeves and Takeshi. So he's
I
not
still
really.
need to see that.
It's really interesting, and it's got a
I've
completely
never seen
different
the
score.
long one. Yeah. And of course, now you can't even get it here in the States, period, because it's out of print. And
Yeah.
Because I went to look it up after seeing everybody talk about it. I'm like, It's out of print.
Yeah,
By
it's
the LaserDisc.
so much fun. But if you haven't seen it, it's adaptation of William Gibson cyberpunk story, directed by Robert Longo, who was this really kind of interesting artist and installation kind of real creative guy, and he did a lot of MTV bumpers and things like that, and he was really primed to be the next. Kind of like David Fincher, the next Ridley Scott, and then it just went kind of nowhere, I guess, because this movie came out and tanked. But so much fun. Henry Rollins is in it as well. Udo Kier's in it. Dina Meyer's in it. Beat Takeshi, and it's just he's a guy who can store high amounts of data in his brain, not as much as you could put in any random thumb drive that you have kicking around your desk drawer. But in the future, it's really important to have this dude's mind that can store all this data. And he's a courier. He's just kind of ferries data back and forth from overseas to Newark, and the Ice-T is in it too. He's part of a group called the Low Techs. They live up in these bridges that they've taken over, and they kind of stay up there and cause trouble. And so much fun. Yeah, it's great. There's a great bit where Johnny freaks out and goes on a big Keanu rant about how he wants room service and hookers and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And there's a dolphin that's a junkie.
Yes.
There's
yes,
a
I was about to say, yeah.
And it's
I
raw
remember
free.
the pinball table of that. I remember playing that a lot.
Nice.
It's actually it's pretty difficult because I remember it had a lot of like extra features and stuff, and of course lots of Keanu-isms, which is what you want when you're playing pinball.
Oh yeah, Charlie mentioned Dolph Lundgren. We didn't even talk about it. It's got way more Dolph Lundgren in it. So if you love his preacher character, you're gonna have even more fun watching that. And Henry Rollins is just so great, just kind of hamming it up. And then I watched the Criterion CLV Blade Runner, which interestingly, it is a little different than the CAV when you're watching it on a Sony C2EX. So I'm going to be doing some Blade Runner discussions sometime soon.
Is it like picture difference? Or?
Yeah, I was really surprised. So the CLV,
I've never gotten the CAV. I just had the CLV like you. Yeah.
And I never really noticed until I blew it up 100 inches on my screen and did it, like directly. So I did the CAV, the CLV, and then I did the director's cut like back to back across like a night or two. And I just went on a Blade Runner binge. So
Love it.
This
Is
looks
it like a
fantastic.
different master or?
I don't know. It was just different encoding so it must have been a different, because even in the very beginning when the, the Sir Run Shaw kind of graphic comes on the screen, it's just loaded with noise in the CAV one, and it looks nice and clean in the CLV version. So, it's, this is nicer. The CLV one is, believe it or not. So. But the CAV has special features.
Yeah. If you watch them all back to back a lot, you'll notice, it took me forever to realize this, but the 82 and 92 audio mixes are actually slightly different. The effects levels are slightly different. It's not just the voiceover removed. And it's like, it's very subtle. And I'm like, holy crap, these are different. Like
this sounds pretty warm too. It's not. It's not very shrill or
And color's a little warm and audio is a little warm. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed watching that on the big screen. And then I talk about this guy all the time. I wanted to watch the one of the members of YMO, Ryuichi Sakamoto. I hadn't watched his Beauty concert in quite some time. It's really, really good stuff. Shout out to Sean Robert Gillette. I know he has a copy of this as well.
Cool.
And really, really, the band is tight. Really good stuff. And so I watched that, and I said I was going to watch this the last time, and I did the Muse Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was just a lot of fun. It's just like the Columbia release, but nicer. So it was pretty cool to be able to compare it to the regular version, and it's got this sick Obi sticker there. Oh, sorry. Obi sticker. Yeah. It's got the British poster graphics there, which are a little bit different than we got here in the States. And it looks like Russell Stover's chocolate box. So
yeah, it does.
Share some Dracula with the ones you love. So that's about it. That's all I've been watching.
Did you compare it to like all the DVDs and the 4K and stuff like all the super fans do, where they're like, I like the framing of this one, but the color of this one is screwed up. I like the 2007. No, that sucks, dude. The 4K is where it's at.
Man,
like they
so
are
much fun.
Really jealous about this movie for some reason.
When that Blu-ray came out, I remember, there were people on the Blu-ray forums going nuts about like the original Superbit DVD versus the previous DVD, pre-Superbit DVD, and about how the first Blu-ray looked nothing like it, and the Robert A. Harris came in the room room and he's like, I watched it on 35 and the Blu-ray, it looks like 35. And they're like, but it doesn't look like the super bit, jerk.
Yeah, and they're like, what do you know?
Robert A. Harris. Get out of
It's
here.
like, guys, the first DVD is literally a recycled LaserDisc. There's 2
Yeah.
LaserDisc masters, like there is,
Yeah.
there are other versions.
So yeah. But I do
don't
have
that.
I do have the Supreme Cinema reissue, and then of course they did the 4K. So I didn't get that far into it. So that's
Yeah.
for a future video. I was too busy watching Blade Runner 5 times. So.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
as you
I
will.
love that.
Yeah. So there you go. What have you been watching, Ryan?
Well, I haven't been watching Blade Runner because I can't get through it. But
Your
I-
loss.
Sad.
You're just not
I-
cool, man.
I did
Which
start dipping
version?
into all of them.
Boo.
Some Hong Kong cinema.
Oh, nice.
And I watched Gorgeous, and
Was
for
it
a
good?
Hong Kong master, great PQ,
Mm.
really great. It's got English subs, which is really nice because I think there's a Japanese version with no English subs, and it's just really fun movie. I'd never seen it because I don't know if there was ever like a good release for the U.S. market. I'm sure there's like a Blue Out Now or something, but it's funny, it's got action, and it's somehow still a romantic comedy kind of, which was surprising. So kudos to Jackie Chan and this gorgeous
Whoa.
release.
You just dropped your Jackie.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't drop it, no.
Oh, good.
I just hit my whole table. I was trying to flip it, and then I watched some other college movies,
Oh,
Yeah.
including
Ah.
PCU. I'd never seen this.
There's a
Absolutely
Connecticut
loved
connection, so I like that.
And John Favreau was great, and Jeremy Piven was Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, it's fun.
It made me want to watch The Goods again, which I don't really need an excuse to. But
Should be on LD, The Goods. It
Oh
should
my
go back
God,
in time.
Yep.
Get on LD.
we'll spin up the presses in 2004 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, do we have a special
Uh-oh.
guest coming?
Special
Oh.
guest.
drop in.
A
drop
challenger
in.
approaches.
Can we?
What do we have here?
Whoa.
Oh, who's this?
Oh.
Vinny gentleman.
Oh,
Vinny.
Let's see if
Oh,
we.
Spencer's here?
I
Yeah.
just popped in
Loud.
for a quick bite.
Are you allowed to have 2 old men on this podcast?
Yeah. You too late.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have to worry about having so many old fogies around.
You
I can't see
whippersnappers.
myself, but I assume you see me.
You look like a
I
big
can't see you.
Vinny.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
just
bought
gotta
these for my
watch.
son this week because he got high honor roll, so now I'm trying them out. These gamer headphones.
Oh yeah. We just see your
The
name so
headphones are
far.
working, but
Yeah.
Yep.
We got no
You can't see
Vinny.
me?
No,
we can't see you.
it just says Vinny.
There we go.
Oh, hey!
Hey, who's that guy? What's the
Everyone
shirt?
in the live stream is like,
The
what?
shirt is a record store that I've never been to, but I figure it's record store day, so
Nice.
Nice.
Support.
Saratoga Springs.
All right.
Brad.
I
Represent.
think my wife went picked it up.
Nice. Did you
And
get
my
any?
hat says I'd like to thank the Academy.
Ah,
Supporting the
Of course
Academy
it does.
Museum that no one will ever go into.
I'll admit I applied for a job there many times.
At the museum?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard anything back.
Right. Well, you could give remote tours now.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
What I missed, did we do the college thing?
We did the
Yes.
college.
Yep.
Did you have a top 5? Did you want to tell us?
I did, but this is a weird thing because I assumed my whole life because I thought I had a copy of The Graduate, but when I went to pull it out, it's not there.
Oh no.
I have
So-
one in the
I
background.
knew you were
going
going to have the graduate. I
The
can't
Graduate
believe
would have
that.
been
Yeah.
one of them. But I'll give you another criterion, carnal knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
All right.
That's
Good
a college
choice.
film.
I didn't even think
although
of that.
they seemed quite old for college, but
Yeah, I was going to say
they were having fun. Did anyone pick?
the fresh. No.
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 There you go.
Ooh.
So Broderick's character goes to NYU when he's called upon to do a service for Brando.
I haven't seen that in a while. That was fun.
I think that's it.
All right.
American Graffiti maybe qualifies.
No Animal House.
No,
Yeah.
no. There's a lot I just don't have.
Yeah. Same here.
Well, I did graffiti
So
for you.
was the Water Boy in your top 5 or?
Just missed it.
Oh, bummer.
6th.
Same here. I own it though, so don't kick me out, Ryan.
That's fine.
So yeah, we did
What did
the,
everyone
Could have
else,
done this, but you sent it to me.
and then we did. You're gonna love
this
the
is
wolf
from
pick.
you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We did the
Yeah.
wolf pick was planes, trains, and automobiles versus the ice storm.
Ooh. Wow. I assume
You can
planes
tell-
ran
yeah.
away with it.
Yeah, it did. I was the only ice storm.
Because it
Ice
doesn't
Storm
have
was cool, though.
AC3, darn it.
Yeah. And then what did we do? We did pickups, and we just started spins. So
Oh, I got some pickups I can do quick.
yeah, we'll do the
Sweet, yeah.
Vinny Power Hour here.
Yeah.
All right. This, I think, Cape Fear came in a lot.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent.
Nice.
I've seen it many times, but I didn't have it.
Very nice.
This
Open
one
that,
I saw just before Halloween.
Excellent. Yes.
I
need to
actually
get that one.
watched. I was so desperate to watch it. I watched a center cut version on YouTube. It wasn't even pan and scan. It was just.
It was just
Oh
locked.
God!
Oh,
Oh God! Why would you do that?
I just wanted to see it. I had seen it before, but so now I just to shake that off. I got the widescreen right away.
Man.
Yeah.
And then these I got from who's someone on LDF who's got the record store in San Diego. I wasn't going to chase down all the taxi drivers,
But now you do? Sure.
Yeah.
now I just need one.
Okay.
I need the one.
I still don't have
Yeah,
any.
But
Yeah, I don't have any either.
Yeah, I never
I have,
understood why
I have
did they
lots
do
of
all the
taxi driver.
covers?
Whoever needs it.
All right, I'll get in touch. I know I must have
Yes.
a backlog of
And
things to get
then-
from Max.
this
Yeah.
curiosity that I found. It's a Library
Ooh.
of Congress
Whoa.
thick.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
This looks fun.
Ooh.
this is
Ooh, it's got a
you see
caddy.
there's a
Ooh.
bunch of discs in here. So side A is a documentary photo. They're basically photos, a lot of photos. This one is
cool.
from Jackson, Detroit, Civil War stuff. So I don't know if this is stuff maybe they play in a museum.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, these,
So
like,
they
from,
didn't
like,
have to do
kiosks or
microfilm.
something.
This is the Pan Am Expo from 1901.
Oh, that was the best Pan Am Expo.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
The real reason I got it was early films of New York, the life of the
Nice.
city, play at half
Cool.
speed
Ooh.
because they're already pretty sped up. Those old movies, so it's pretty cool to have. I mean, I looked at some of them. It's
Awesome.
amazing footage from turn of the century New York. So I don't know. I haven't found anything on this, but I haven't done too much research. But there
That's
you go.
awesome.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Look at
All
you.
right. Yeah.
Picking stuff up.
Oh, and I got a player, which of course doesn't work.
Oh, what do you got?
I'm like, for my last four, a 3070.
Oh,
But
Oh.
oh
it's
with
got
the
cool
remote.
Oh, it
Yes.
does
Yeah.
have the-
Yeah.
So
What's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
number on that remote?
this is CLD 015.
1.5. Okay.
Nice. So what's it?
That
Is
is
it
the
just
correct remote.
is it powering up at least or
It's powering up. It's making a really crazy sound. It just doesn't
Nice.
stop. It's this constant grind.
Yep.
I sent it to Bill, of
37.
course. So
Yeah.
from my slumber.
Yeah.
little workout?
that's it.
Cool.
Who's up on spins?
Ryan, so if you're going to hang out for a minute or two, we can
I
just
could- yeah, give me
spin
a
back
few
to you in a
minutes,
minute. All right.
Sweet.
Let's go back to
So-
Ryan then.
Okay. I had just done PCU. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed
Oh.
that.
Yep.
And I watched I don't know, a night or two ago. let's just say.
Excellent.
I really enjoyed this. Never had seen it. I actually got it earlier this summer, and was like, oh, I'll get to that eventually. It's got John Cusack. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even read that it said Rob Reiner on the cover. I was just like, oh, this looks interesting. And then this came up for the college flicks, and I saw it in some lists, and I'm like, well, I got to give it a try, and really, really enjoyed it. So find
Push
it.
to shove. That's my favorite 80s John Cusack movie, hands down.
It's not mine, but I like it.
No, Better Off Dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
better off dead. Say anything,
It's
and then
it's
better
tough.
off dead.
It's tough. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I know that
I
movie.
watched this one. I
Nice.
love it.
Yeah.
His scene where he's a zit.
Yeah.
And just
Get it.
spits it all over everyone.
Yeah.
Like, just
Does anyone
classic.
watch the Belushi doc on Showtime? Is it
No.
No.
Not
Yeah.
yet. I heard about it.
Yeah,
Is it better than Wired, the movie with
I
what's
hear
his
it's
name?
really good. Yeah, and you forget he was only 33. So
Yeah.
all that he accomplished, he did before 33.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then I watched this.
Oh,
and I
lucky
have-
you.
I have
Yeah.
lots of things to say about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to.
Are you
Um,
gonna sing the song?
Yeah, don't diss the song.
I'm going to start out.
No, I know.
It has an amazing 80s soundtrack song.
Okay.
Just
Yeah. Yes.
it hits
Oh, yeah.
all the notes.
Yeah.
And it also has an epic saxophone scene. So like if you're starting to check lists, you've got two good
Right.
things going for it. And then the rest is just shit. So God, where do I start? Great
Getting
cast and they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Somehow Rob Lowe is the most shows the most growth by running away from his wife and kids at the end. Emilio Estevez should have been arrested for stalking. Demi Moore is one of those privileged rich girls who still doesn't know any consequences in life and is just going to marry someone and be happy and miserable at the same time. Andrew McCarthy just needs to get away. Judd Nelson, he's just trash, but he's probably going to end up with Ali Sheedy in the end, and they're going to get divorced after they get married and back together because he cheats on her again. So, God, I hate this movie. Like, there's just nothing good about it. There's nothing redeeming. I didn't end the movie thinking, oh, that's great, or anything. Just why did they make this? Who's like, greenlight this? We read it. Sounds great.
That was the
That's
exact same thing
Rat
my
Pack.
parents said when they went to go see it. They left me at home and they came back and they're like, that was the worst movie ever. They were horrible people and they didn't.
It's a lot of setup, really. It's a lot of setup with little to no payoff.
There was no growth for any of the characters. Like, they're just like, I hate them all. And I can't even remember who the last chick was. Her claim to fame is she slept with Rob Lowe. Like, who didn't in the 80s?
That's life, man. That's the reality.
Oh, my God. It's terrible. And if
Love
people like it, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Plex and Brown had a question for you, Ryan. Does Summer's Catch make the Broterian college list? Have you seen Summer's Catch?
I don't even know what that is.
All right.
Isn't that from the 2000s? Is that Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Oh, is it? All right.
That's Summer. I think isn't Summer's Catch? Is that the one with the girl in the bikini on the cover?
I mean, that's a start.
Right?
I thought,
I'm
I don't
looking
know,
it
maybe
up.
Does it have
I've
a-
never heard of it.
Does it have a gun?
I don't know.
I bet it doesn't.
I think there's a Summer Catch and a Summer's Catch.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that's-
thinking of Summer Catch.
Yeah, this is Summer's
Yeah.
Catch. Yeah.
Okay. the
I can't even
plural.
find Summer's
Yeah, I don't
Catch.
know.
What is this?
There's one B movie everyone posts, and the girl, it's like guys in baseball uniforms, but the girl's in a bikini, like sliding into the base.
All right. Well, that sounds Broterian.
It's
So
loaded.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
Yeah, Summer Catch definitely does not. If it's Freddie Prinze Jr., because that's
Yeah.
probably a chick flick.
We're going to have to do some more research. We're going to get Todd to look into this, and the next
Yeah.
episode we'll
Consult
report back.
the Broterian
I
official.
did my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any guns on covers or anything.
Okay.
I can't find anything named Summer Catch. I
It's
could be
not in
wrong.
the Broterian Encyclopedia. We'll have to.
Yeah, and Image didn't release it, so it's questionable
go
from the
back.
start.
Is it on
All right.
Vidmark?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those crossovers where it's got the Vidmark logo and it's on Image before they did their own. Oof.
Yeah,
Yep.
or Laservision, or LumaVision. There's so many.
All right.
Absolutely.
Summer's Catch. Look for it at a video store near you.
Yeah, so I guess I'm done because St. Elmo's fired. What the
All right.
hell?
What do we go to now? Do we go to Vinny or do we go to Spencer?
Spencer.
It looks like Spencer. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
did you watch anything?
Yeah, I'll just go through my last two because one of them's a box set. So
Oh, you're
Um,
not trying to loophole it this time?
Just
One
like-
of my
I
five
mean-
was a box set, and I watched 7 movies on the box set.
well, I mean, if you want me to, I mean, I can talk about like one of these for like you see my live streams. I can talk.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, no. This one I could. I mean, this is just an experience every time. You forget how much of a dream-like experience this is. And it's a rare film because it's out of print and the rights are really, really hard to get. So unfortunately, the LaserDisc is a patched together print. So there are sections that are really doopy. There's pieces that are 16 mil. It's never been fully restored. They did a little bit more work for DVD, but that thing's like astronomical. So because I'm finishing up my classic horrors, this is more science fiction, but still just an experience. The original Invaders
Ooh.
from Mars,
Nice.
just a beautiful, beautiful, dreamlike, childlike trip of a movie. It obviously does have elements that are very, very 50s. But again, some of the most breathtaking 50s color you'll ever see in your life. And one of the best endings of any film ever made. I saw this as a young kid. You see this as a young kid, you are terrified for the rest of your life. Of course, remade in the 80s where they amped up the gore and everything, but nothing really, there's nothing quite like this. Again, the whole film, like it takes place as if it is the young boy's mind telling you the story, and all the authority figures and all the adults become very demonic like it. There's moments that are right out of German expressionism with the exaggerated sets when he has to walk into the police station and the hallway's really long with these tall ceilings and the desk is huge. So there's really great suspense moments. It's really well made on a tight budget. And what really makes this is that it was produced and directed by William Cameron Menzies, one of the great art designers of all time. You know, he worked on Gone with the Wind. He had directed some before this, like Chandu the Magician, which is a really interesting pre-code picture with Bela Lugosi. But again, nothing in the world quite like this. If you haven't seen it, please go and see it. But because the rights owner, beautiful gatefold stuffed with text. So this is a must buy because the DVD, while it's slightly better, it's really out of print and it is astronomical. Usually it's about $100, I think. And you can get the LD for, less than 10 when it turns up. And it's an image disc that's actually got a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
I mean, they went for a star field, but
no cheesy laser graphic.
I know. I couldn't believe it. So this is a legit special edition from them, and it actually has a special edition section at the end, supplementals, original trailer. It has the original British ending because this film came out in Britain and they took the ending off. So the iconic framework ending, which is one of the most terrifying things you ever see as a kid, they took off because apparently it was not narrative driven enough. So they actually give you the British version where it's just like, it just ends like a normal movie. And it's like, what the hell is that? And then it's also got an extra scene they shot for the British version to like pad it out. So it was like shot a year later. So the little boy is literally like a year older.
He's like 5 feet taller.
And his voice is a little different.
Hey, get away from me.
He's like, oh, we're going to talk some more about science in the observatory. Why was this necessary? And then some stills and some text slides and stuff. I mean, they legit tried to make this like a Criterion release. And the only problem is that the print source they had to use, again, it's got slugs of 16 millimeter. I mean, it's rough. But when it cleans up, if you have a good player, I mean, it still holds up. And it's just, I'm so happy to finally have a copy of it because, again, this is not coming to anywhere anytime soon. It's one of the handful of 50 sci-fi classics that are, unfortunately, because of rights and availability, you can't see this. You just can't. And again, it's one of the classics, like Destination Moon, Rocket Ship XM, which are also in the same state. But this one, I saw it at a very young age. It will it will scar you for life. And the ending, it's one of the great endings in cinema, for sure.
And the eBay prices shoot up in T-minus.
Yeah. I mean, it was expensive when I got into LD. I was like, oh, that's on LD. Cool. I can get that instead of the DVD. I didn't know it wasn't in as good a shape. But and then suddenly, I was like, oh, it's like a $50 disc. And then prices just dropped. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I eventually got a nice copy for like, $7.50 or $10 or whatever. Good deal. And they don't pop up all the time, but I think it's just because people don't realize that it's out of print. And I hope that doesn't make it shoot up. If there's like a bunch of eBay scalpers that watch our
everything shoots
there's
up.
that one dude, eBay Bill. He's out there.
It's like they heard us about the eval board and then they ruined that for everybody. Like I saw that, I was like, I wanted one.
Yeah, we might have to chat about that later.
So anyway, second, because it's a box set, I'll go through this. Wrapping up my classic horse because I always run over into November. But man, I had forgotten how amazing the transfers were on this. So I watched through the Universal sequels. Cool. This is one of 2 box sets they did in the 90s. They did a number of encore double features, and all of these sequels got better laser pressings than the original films, the more famous films. Crazy. So they never reissued those for the most part. So they were stuck in the late 80s encore versions with no chapters. And no digital sound, and I mean they're pretty good for what they are.
Yeah, they surprised me.
Looks great. But man, it's unfortunate they didn't do box sets for all of these. So they did 2 box sets, one for The Mummy and one for Invisible Man. And of course, the 40s Mummy sequels are totally different from the original film. Gone is the intelligent Imhotep. Gone is the beautiful dreamlike poetry of the 1932 Carl Freund original. But these have their own charm. They're all, cranked out as B movies. This is where you have the mummy Carice controlled by the never-ending succession of priests that always fall madly in love with the heroine they've never spoken to and then want to make them both immortal.
It happens, man.
And yeah, I know, right?
That's how it
Can't
goes.
catch a break.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have their charms, but they start to run out of steam. Mummy's Hand, I think, is one of the most underrated Universal films. I love The Mummy's Hand. While it's its own thing, this is a pure, straight up serial film. And if I ever got the chance to talk to Steven Spielberg, I would literally ask him point blank. So you got to tell me, I swear Mummy's Hand was an influence on Raiders. Please tell me I'm right, because I know I'm right. When I saw this for the first time, I was blown away, because I'm like, holy crap, this is like if you mix Raiders of the Lost Ark, you throw a mummy in there, but it's in 1940, and you have the comic sidekick, you have the feisty heroine, it's got all the cliffhanger serial stuff, and it works. And this is what they took from the 99 movie. So if you liked the 1999 Brendan Fraser film that Stephen Sommers did, basically what they did was they took The Mummy's Hand and they took the backstory of the 1932 original with the tragic love story and mixed it with the Indiana Jones formula and amped up the jump scares and made a really nice sound mix and added CGI. Yep. So
which one did the Tom Cruise one remake?
Mission Impossible.
The Dark Universe Mummy. Yeah.
That's Mummy Impossible.
Yeah, Mummy Impossible.
I'm sorry, you say that and all I can hear is the screaming of him in the plane.
Did he at least run?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So anyway, running through these real quick. So each of them clock in at barely over an hour, and as they progress on, they drop in quality drastically. So by the time you get to Mummy's Curse, I mean, it's really dire, and the continuity does not exist. Like, the continuity here is insane. So by the time you get to Mummy's Curse, it's basically taking place in like the year 2000, and where the mummy goes into the swamp in Massachusetts or wherever it is in the Northeast, and Mummy's tomb. When you get to Mummy's Curse, all of a sudden they're in the bayous of Louisiana, but it's never said, but they're all talking with very bad Cajun accents. And it's like, what the hell is going on? And of course, in Mummy's Ghost, they go to America. And when Hammer did their 1959 movie, they basically got to pull from all of these and distill it into one movie that made sense. These all have their own charm, and I love going back to them. But I rewatch Mummy's Hand every year because I think that is a great little classic, stuffed with amazing character actors. But they all have their own charms. But man, the pressing quality of this is one of the best black and white releases I've ever seen on LaserDisc. The picture quality on here is stunning. 5 out of 5 on practically all of them. None of them have a bad print source. Ultra sharp, perfect contrast, great grayscale. And I'm sitting here and I'm like,
what year did they pump that out in?
I think 94.
Okay. So it's
94.
All right.
Yeah. So this and the Invisible Man boxes, grab them if you can. Beautiful art because it's got a nice finish on it. It has an actual insert, which I'll show you real quick. And what's also cool is we all grew up with the classic Monster VHS tapes where they had the iconic covers, but they actually they give you the back of each of those on here.
Oh, that's cool.
But where you can actually read the text. And the best Carice, the Tom Tyler Carice from Mummy's Hand, and then the other 2 info pieces.
Pretty cool.
And chapter breakdown, and it includes trailers, and it includes a still section for each film. So I was like,
nice. This
is not the Universal. I know. I didn't have this box set for the longest time, so I'm trying to go through and check out all the laser versions I haven't yet. But I was just stunned. PCM mono for all of them. Again, some of the best black and white I've ever seen on the format. Like, absolutely stunning. A little bit of video noise, here and there, but I mean, if you want to see great black and white on LD, I mean, this is just, picture quality 5 out of 5. I don't give that very easily. So yes, this is an incredible box.
Wicked. Cool.
So that's it for me, because otherwise I'll go on 5 hours.
It's all good. We're gonna do this all night, man.
Yeah.
Where's Vinny? Is he still around? Maybe we can find out what Vinny's been spending.
That's a good segue on the black and white. Because I did watch The Hill.
Oh yes.
And that transfer, it was a little tough. It was it was a bit dark. I toyed with playing with the contrast of it, but I left it. I got used to it. But what an amazing movie. I had never seen it. I guess he made this after he'd already done 2 or 3 Bonds.
Yeah, so, it was in between Goldfinger and Thunderball.
Yeah. And he's sort of, you could, he is a star and you can tell when he enters the film, but they didn't, he doesn't have the most screen time necessarily. So it's a pretty interesting role for him to take after he's starred in a couple of Bond films. But great Sidney Lumet movie. And then I hadn't realized, I knew he'd made 2 or 3 with Lumet, but I didn't realize he'd made 5 movies with him.
Oh, yeah.
2 more that I have not seen, actually. Anderson Tapes and another one.
Anderson Tapes is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's sort of Diamonds Are Forever because it's like if you
Right.
took Ocean's 11, but you added that slight wackiness, and he doesn't wear his toupee the whole movie. Like
Nice.
he's just like kind of gone to seed, and
Right.
it's like it's beautiful in that way.
Yeah.
But The Hill, I mean, that is just staggering.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ooh, nice
Great
gavel.
to
I think
see.
I think
great
it's
to
his
see
best
Ozzie
dramatic
Davis
performance.
in this.
I really
for
do.
sure. Everyone is amazing.
Yes.
Ozzie Davis is great, and what's his
So it's
name?
in black and white, but
Wonka.
the photos in the gatefold are in color.
That's
Yes.
right.
I want my money back.
Reverse
Well, now you get to
Japanese.
picture what it was like
Yeah.
on the set,
Yeah.
man.
Really cool. And then I had just watched the Chicago 7 on Netflix, and if anyone's seen it,
I haven't checked that out
So-
yet. I want to.
I need
which
to.
is about the 68 Democratic National Convention in Chicago. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie, Medium Cool
Yes.
Yeah.
was actually shot during the riots in Chicago, which is pretty amazing. It's sort of cinema verite. There's a bit of a narrative, but you can tell, he sort of goes off on tangents because of stuff that's happening while he's shooting. So it's about Robert Forster, who I'd never seen this young. Plays a news cameraman. It's a bit of Nightcrawler in there, where there's sort of ambulance chasers getting footage of accidents and stuff. And then he gets involved with this woman who, at the end, ends up looking for her son, who's run off in the middle of the park there. I forgot the name of the park in Chicago where the riots were. And there's actual, you could see the footage of the cops and all the people who were there. And she's sort of just wandering through in a movie. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's really a nice piece of history on film.
It's very experimental, yeah.
Yeah,
And
totally.
They don't. I mean, it gets mentioned sometimes, but like not like Antonioni or stuff like that. It's like,
Right.
and it really should be because there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Yeah, Haskell Wexler directed, who's a cinematographer. This was 1969. So talk about Easy Rider and how important that movie was. This could be in that conversation as well. So it's pretty cool. Criterion, I know, did a Blu-ray of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but LaserDisc, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
I need to
widescreen
get that.
Paramount. you
Yeah.
know?
Right. And Luke sent me this, so I popped it in because I love this song. I never get sick of it.
Ah, nice.
Love it.
It's so cool to watch
Ooh,
the
the-
back, the behind the scenes
this
footage. I mean, this is
documentary.
like,
Yeah.
this is like my all-star team of musicians
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Sting and Bono and George Michael. It's just incredible, and they get this cool like key in the back that
Yeah.
identifies
Yeah.
all the musicians. It was just so much cooler than USA for Africa.
And Sun City.
Right. So
Sun City's
really
pretty cool, though.
And I only had one. I think I only had Spinal Tap 8-inch. So this is
I've got that
good
too.
to have a second. Yeah,
It's quality.
second 8-inch. That's it. That's all I spun on LD. Yeah,
That's cool.
I was gonna watch Men in Black, and then with my son, and I got lazy, and we just streamed it.
It all
Did you
comes
check it
out.
for rot at least?
Yeah,
You-
it's
you
not
should've
rotted.
Said,
I know-
you should have
I
said
know
it
that.
was rotted so you couldn't watch it.
Yeah,
Cover story.
right. But I'll show him. They've been watching The Prince of Bel-Air. My kids have.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to explain to them how big of a star Will Smith was. So we started with Men in Black, but we'll do Independence Day next on.
Here, kids,
There you
this
go.
is Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Giant metal spider time.
I saw that opening week and the theaters were already
Wow.
empty. True story.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, what have you been spinning, Max?
Well, I took this as the opportunity to finally take a peek. And
Ooh.
what in the heck was College USA?
Oh, nice. Time for college.
Time
In
for college. 86 to 88. So this had some really just quality moments
Mhm.
of telling you about which college to go to
Oh, excellent.
for your
Excellent.
86-87 school year.
Dude.
And this is disc number 2. There are more, and I have one of them.
Hmm.
This is number 4 in community college.
Yes.
Ah,
That's the
Go
best.
Turtles!
Go Turtles.
maybe we can get a scholarship.
Yeah, I want to get a scholarship. I'm going to make a
Do
custom
we get a discount?
varsity jacket or something. I need something.
Yep.
So
I
I
love
got
it.
I got to go to Pressing 101
Mm.
or,
Yes,
or is it
Pressing
laser
101.
refraction?
It's everything, yeah.
It would be you have to get your white vacuum suit,
Clean
fitted,
suit. Yep.
your clean suit.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, overall, these were really like weirdly enjoyable. I liked seeing all of the colleges on there,
Nice.
and then I watched a lot of college movies, trying to get into that vibe. Oxford
Yeah.
Blues.
I never saw
Love
that.
strikes again.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Man, talk about kind of dirtball Rob Lowe. Like this kind of like, I don't know. This was a little weird to me. He basically just like gets everything that he wants. He's that type of kind of mindset. So he just straight up like just manages to get into Oxford because he won money in Las Vegas enough to pay for going to Oxford. And then he's the only reason why he's even going to Oxford is because he saw this woman and he just decided that I'm just going to date her. And
Sure.
The only way to do that is just to go there and go to Oxford. So
Life goal. Yep.
Did he at least play saxophone?
he does not play saxophone. He does.
Sweaty
He's on a
saxophone?
rowing team.
He's a rower,
on a
yeah.
rowing team.
Oh, okay.
He's on the rowing
Oh,
Does he get sweaty?
Yes.
Okay,
He actually
good.
gets champagne thrown on him multiple times in the film.
Man.
So it was overall like it was okay. Like it was pretty good. I had never seen it before, and that was first viewing, and I was not like disappointed in it, but I was just like, this is just like felt like subpar for like Rob Lowe to me. Just like the character of that he was playing was just kind of
That was not a huge hit at the time, I don't believe.
Yeah.
One of the lesser low.
Low brow.
Lower
Low
lows,
bar
yeah.
low.
Yeah.
the low box office was low.
oh okay. This one was an experience.
Getting in. Christy Swanson.
Wow.
So just
That's
just
Dave
from looking
Chappelle?
at this,
Does that
okay,
say-
right? This looks like a romantic comedy, right?
We got McCarthy.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is not a romantic comedy whatsoever.
Dave Chappelle.
Like, this is not a romantic comedy. Yes, Dave Chappelle's in it as like this guy who works at like his school. I think they're in like a med school, and and everyone's trying to get into Princeton. They're all in med school, but not Dave Chappelle. He works at the med school, but he won't go outside. He's afraid of going outside. He thinks things are gonna fall on him. That's
All right.
his like fear, so he won't go outside. But like this guy is like his friend, and like
Yeah.
Andrew McCarthy, man.
He doesn't look like he approves of what's going on.
This is a really crazy whodunit. It's like a murderer, and freaking Chandler from Friends
Nice.
gets murdered in this insane way that I was like, what is happening?
Not
Like,
Chandler Bing.
I was just like, what even happened though? Because like his death was like wild. Someone comes in, they're wearing gloves. You see their hands, but you don't know who it is yet, type of a thing. And they hook up, like it's in a science lab, and they hook up these two things where it's propane instead of water. He gets something on him, and he's in the lab, and he pulls the shower thing, and instead of it being water,
It's
it's
propane.
propane, and he just burns to a crisp. Just standing there, I'm just like, what am I watching? Like, what is this film?
He probably took someone's moist maker sandwich and they had to get
That
they had
should
to
have
kill
been the
him.
jacket.
Yeah, burning in the shower.
Just like
Like, so the tiniest bit there says that med school, the
Oh
price
yeah.
of admission is murder. Like,
subtle.
so subtle. This is like, I was totally expecting 90s like feel good like rom-com like
Yeah.
college. No, not at all. This is worth watching though. Absolutely.
Okay.
Wild experience.
Never even heard of it.
Ever seen that or heard of that in my life? It's weird. I think you photoshopped
It was
that.
sealed.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
totally fake.
shocking.
It's sealed. Yep. Of course.
I opened
gave
it. I
up-
opened it for that podcast.
I gave up on questioning titles a long time ago. I'm like,
Don't
I
question.
thought I'd heard of most things, but then the Broterian started. I'm like, I
Just
probably don't
let it
wanna
go.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got? Ooh, DOA.
Oh.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
I love Meg Ryan, and I mean, I was waiting for this scene to happen for most of the movie.
Yeah. Was it?
Because I tend to end up feeling that way on covers. Where is the cover?
When's that
scene?
cover gonna happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the cover gonna have? It is
Yep.
so minuscule of a moment. I mean, it's really not even like necessary for this to be the cover. Like it really should be something else, but
Well,
they're really just
they were an item at the time.
Yeah,
probably.
they were.
yeah,
Sure.
maybe.
They didn't
Were
know
they?
how to market it
Yeah.
otherwise.
So yes, this whole concept is also Daniel Stern's in this.
Nice. I love Stern.
So yes, very, very good moment for Stern. So Dennis Quaid, college professor, author,
Nice.
and man getting divorced, and basically goes out to a bar. He's an alcoholic before all this, but he goes out to a bar and he just basically trying to drink himself to death or something. And then he sees her. She is a fan of his writing, but kind of likes him, thinks oh, I can just hook up with my professor and then just never see him again. But he ends up getting poisoned
Mhm.
at the bar, and then basically like spends like all this time, like he super glues his hand to her wrist, and then they just like are running around.
They run around. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real time, right? Isn't it supposed to?
Yeah. It's like
They
one of
have
those
24
nick of time
hours to find
things.
out
Yeah.
who poisoned him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should
And
see
it-
the original. It's a lot different.
I was waiting for Spencer to.
The classic
Yes,
noirs. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's
I
like
have
'cause-
that. I'm excited to kind of see the better. I'm sure. This
Yeah,
is-
because it starts, Eddie O'Brien, and already you're like, whoa, we're in different territory because Eddie O'Brien, he walks into the police station and it's one of the great noir moments. He's like, I'd like to report a murder. And they're like, who is it? My own.
Dun dun
And
dun.
I
they're
know.
like,
that scene did not go over very well with him doing it, because
Mhm.
I was like, that was very forgettable, and I was like watching. I'm like thinking, he just didn't execute this well, because I'm sure that
Yeah.
that would be a better scene in noir. I love noir.
yeah, because when they do the glass in the original, it kind of has like a slight glow effect, and that something's up, and he drinks it anyway. You're like, no.
I'm poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly had no idea why he was poisoned. Like nothing that to me that he looked like he was drinking was like looked like it was going to poison him. So this was an
Mhm.
interesting film overall.
All right.
But Campus Man still better.
Campus Campus Man is at the top of the scale.
Campus Man.
All right.
Campus Man, so good.
Quad is disappointed. Sad quad.
Good time. So is that it for your
Yeah,
Spence?
that was
All right.
that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, normally we just go into the mailbag and then talk about hot topics and all that stuff. So I just figure we'll just kind of have fun for the rest of the show, and everybody wants to chat with us on YouTube. If they want to ask us some questions, we can answer them, and if not, we can talk
No,
Is
about.
anyone watching?
In the moment.
I've been watching a
Didn't
lot
all fall
of
asleep.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 because Turkey Day. I was doing that yesterday.
Nice.
I did like 5 episodes, I think.
Coincidentally, I watched The Faculty after our last podcast, and then last night we watched Happiest Season, which is the Hulu movie with Kristen Stewart, Christmas movie, and it was directed by Anna Duvall,
put
who
this
was
back.
in The Faculty.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. So she's making movies now. She directed that movie.
That's
was-
awesome.
It was good.
Wow. Small world.
I've been watching all of the American Ninja movies.
Ah, nice.
Tubi.
How many are there?
Ryan-
3?
There's
4?
there's
5?
there's 5.
5? Yeah, all right.
Yes.
And they keep
I'll
getting
be
better
there.
each time, right?
I mean, the
Oh yeah,
fact that
5 was so good. It only had like a Taiwan release.
oh my gosh, I'm on 2. I'm on 2 so far. I just watched 2 last night.
All right.
2 was freaking incredible because they brought back Dudikoff and the freaking guy who plays Jackson, and I mean, those 2. That's a duo right there.
Nice. Combo.
Steve James.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, Donald watched all 4 Phantasms on LaserDisc this week.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a
Oh.
good milestone.
I did see the new Nick Cage Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, you watched Jiu-Jitsu.
It was fantastic and
Oh.
cagey, but it was not good. But it was entertaining.
I'm halfway through Color Out of Space.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Keep
Keep
just
it
starting to get. They're just starting to go.
a little
the rails.
crazy. You've
Has
seen
anyone
Mandy,
else
right?
Seen it?
Oh yeah, I love man.
All right, great.
Mandy
Yeah.
was great.
All right. I just had to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah. Man is awesome.
I haven't really dug into the newer Cage stuff. For me, like I'm like I
Listen
love
up.
him to death, but I'm like I guess I probably should. But then again, I'm also like, man, I really want to see him do something really good. Like I thought he should have won the Oscar for Port of Call, New Orleans. I'm sorry, he should have. That was no holds barred. Like that
Wow.
was not a Bad Lieutenant sequel. They shouldn't have called it that.
Yeah,
but
no.
it was. in that same sort of spirit, but on a totally different plane. And I still feel Harvey Keitel should have won the Oscar for Bad Lieutenant. And I feel Cage should have won it for the other one, because that was just
shoot him. His soul's still dancing.
fearless. Yeah. And oh gosh, every time I go back to that, I'm like, my goodness.
Check out Mandy. Mandy's great.
Yeah, I need to. It's been on my list for too long.
Yep.
Joe was good.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Cage match. Let's see. Plex and Brown is doing Lord of the Rings extended editions. That's a good one. I did plenty of Lord of the Rings Thanksgiving fests and like cranked up, and my neighbors were out of town, so they didn't mind all the subwoofer action. So that's a fun one. Coming out on what, 4K, right? So I just have the old
I
DVDs.
think they just announced that. Yeah,
but
it's going to cost a lot to redo all the effects, or just bump them up to something, because they're like locked to old school res. So I'm like, I don't know how much that cost them. It was a lot.
Yeah,
that's why they kept putting it off.
But
I watched Branded to Kill.
Oh, nice.
Which I didn't love.
Okay.
I was either going to watch that or Tokyo Drifter, and I picked Branded. I don't know, maybe Drifter's better, but I didn't expect it to be sort of as experimental and avant-garde as it was. So you don't know what the hell's going on in it. But there's some, cool-looking set pieces, action set pieces, but I was disappointed.
Right.
I've always loved that cover, the LD cover.
Oh, yeah. Both of those are awesome.
Yeah.
In fact, I should get those because I don't have those. Those are actually kind of tougher to find now.
They are tougher to find. The DVDs, I think, are out of print, but I watched it on the Criterion channels.
Ooh, look at you.
Yes. Once in a while.
You have your membership card.
Yeah.
Saves you some blind buys, because normally that might have been something I would have just bought.
Yeah.
Just for the cover, yeah.
Only a few days left in the sale.
Yep.
Don't remind me. Oh,
get anything?
Yep.
I wanted to, and then I went crazy in the Indicator sale, so I'm waiting on that to get to me. Because a bunch of people got together and did a group buy, so we could save on the shipping. So
smart.
I got
those aren't region A, right?
Actually, most of them are region free.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I will admit there were some, because I love their box sets. So I've been dying to get the John Ford box sets. I grabbed that. But some of theirs, the cost difference. So I went ahead, they did the Dietrich and von Sternberg set that Criterion did, but theirs actually has more extras, and it's a gorgeous box. And I got it for less than what the Criterion cost once I did everything. So I was just like, I went crazy on it. And so I'm like, well, I'll probably skip the Criterion sale for now. And then just before we started, Arrow announced their Christmas sale. It's already started. And I'm like, oh God. Oh no.
Donald says he loves Branded to Kill. He liked it. Sorry, Vinny.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Donald I think he got all his Criterions, right? Or pretty close to it.
He's pretty dang close.
He's pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's like
He has gone
two or three
whole
shy.
hog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Several very large boxes in the mail for me.
he's close.
Well, his chase allowed me to get my Dark City, which I didn't bring up here, but so
that was the big enabling moment.
That was a big moment.
Yeah.
I gave up my Citizen Kane sleeve for it, but that's okay.
Have you watched Dark City and DTS yet?
No, not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
Oh, he says he's got all but 3
for
Criterion. He's almost
Dang.
Cool.
Speaking of Criterions, this was pretty much Criterion. I watched this. It was fantastic.
there. You'll be happy I bought Killdozer today for my dad, Ryan.
As you should have.
Yeah.
It's just a great looking release.
Yep. Good
And
times.
then this was okay. It was okay.
I don't know. Spencer made it seem like it was
the,
so
the
great.
trailer on that looked great.
I mean, Hasselhoff has a Puma, so that alone is.
They
pretty
didn't
good.
have that in the
Six out of
trailer.
10.
Why would you?
I know.
put
Well,
there?
that was like a big reveal. It's like, oh wait, I have a pet mountain lion. Why wouldn't you?
Third act twist.
Oh.
And then I did get my trade in from Melodia. I sent him Montenegro, and I got 8 discs in.
He
So
said
I
he got a.
If you guys want to see them.
Yeah, let's just see it. He got a
Let's
tracking
go.
number for Prince of Tide, supposedly. So
Ooh.
it's actually going to happen.
Oh wow!
All right, so 1 Montenegro equals this stash.
8 Rotarians.
All
is the
right.
correct
Oh,
math.
oh.
Now we know what the math is.
So
1 Criterion equals 8 Rotarians.
They're not just regular, like run of the mill. Because why would I do that? I'll spotlight this.
Yeah, do it.
Yes, please.
First and foremost,
Oh my God.
Blood Fist 3 with Don the Dragon Wilson. I believe this was the last copy for sale on the internet. It's,
The poor guy, he's forced to fight. You could tell he really doesn't want to fight.
he doesn't. And
Look at him. He looks so
actually-
friendly.
Time.
Yeah.
I was watching the first one because they only only 3, 4, 5, and 6 made it to LaserDisc. I don't know why, but he's also missing like a kidney, so like
Whoa.
he really doesn't want to be fighting. So
No, that's risky.
and then I got this Deadbolt
Deadbolt.
with
Bateman and
Justine
Baldwin.
Bateman and
Baldwin.
Adam Baldwin.
That's like actual quality.
My first crush, Justine.
I thought you were going to say
I don't know if
Baldwin.
it's quality, but it's definitely a thriller. So I got that, and then I got some gems. I
Okay.
can't wait to talk
Ready.
about.
Oh my god.
I got Breakaway.
Mm.
It's like a Taiwan release.
Oh.
Joe.
Joe
and-
Estevez.
Yeah.
And it's not on the front, and it's not on the back, but it also features Tanya Harding.
Whoa.
What?
Nice.
Okay.
That's some
Why isn't
stunt
that the
casting.
cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, why isn't she on the cover?
Joe Estevez and Tanya Harding. I mean, sounds like a serious winner.
That's apparent.
Yeah, and it didn't get a U.S. release. I don't know why.
Shocking.
I'm wondering if like it was being filmed when the whole thing went down or something, and they canned it in the U.S. And then I got this really, really cool sci-fi flick. It's called
Precious Find?
Precious Find. That's Rutger Hauer
Whoa.
and Joan Chen.
I didn't even recognize him. Oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
got Ruger. I have to see it
From
sometime.
friggin' Twin Peaks.
Is he got yeah, Joan Chen, yeah.
and Harold Pruitt. I don't know who that is, but this is also like a Hong Kong only.
Is he playing football? What's with the marks on his face?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it.
Why
Yet.
did Donald have
College
these? I
film.
wonder. Did he just get
No,
them?
no,
No,
I-
it was he
sent
enabled
me
Ryan.
coin, and I
Oh,
used the
got it.
coin.
Yes,
I
I
invested coin wisely. But there was a listing on LDDB for this, but the one guy who put the listing in said it was rotted, so I was like really super worried. No rot.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You played Rot Roulette and won.
Well, I should have read LDDB first because I might not have, but it was too late. The Last Warrior. I have no idea, but it's got a dude with a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
And-
guy
Oh.
looks like a Boy Scout of some kind.
Yeah, does he have a bayonet in his backpack? What's going on there?
Incredible.
I
His
don't
back
know.
cover is incredible.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
obviously got like a samurai sword there.
That's maybe that's what I saw in his backpack. Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah, here, let's look at that cover again.
Looks like a
Maybe.
Japanese soldier or something.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
the cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a US release, but I couldn't find any copies. So why wouldn't I get the
Mandalorian
Hong
has-
Kong one?
Mandalorian has taught us that you don't fight without a lot of armor.
Yeah. good
Yeah.
point,
You always fight without shirts on.
Yep. Well, it was a different time.
It's pre-Mandalorian.
Kidding? All you got to go is to early Ra's al Ghul, like the great panels where Batman is fighting Ra's al Ghul bare chested with just the cowl on with swords in the desert.
Best naked
I'm like,
fight
oh,
scene
you
is David Cronenberg's Eastern Promises, the naked bathhouse fight.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I
that
cringe
one.
every time I see it. All right, what do we got?
So I've got Lie Down with Lions.
Is that
So
I need
Dalton?
this. I need
Robert
this.
Davi,
Whatever
and
this
Timothy
is, I need
T-Dog.
yeah.
Yeah, baby.
So-
I don't
I
know
have
what
no
this
idea.
is. I need
Oh,
this.
this-
Holy crap.
But it's
He
two
looks
discs.
like he's
so
about
Oh.
to take his own life.
Yeah.
Because he had to play.
Looks like he's about to shoot himself.
Yeah, because he had to
I
be in that
think
movie.
I think it might be like a thriller or something. Because I
This is
mean,
incredible.
she's
Sure.
not wearing much.
Yeah,
There
that's
were
Well,
legs on the
lingerie
front I
equals
saw.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was not aware of this.
yeah.
I can't
I now
believe
have a
it-
hole
it's
in my
real.
life. And so Davi is in there as well?
Yeah, he's the other guy on the cover. Like,
Oh God,
dude.
how did I not know this?
It's License to Kill 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that
It's Dalton 3 we never got,
That's-
man.
License
Looks
to
like
The
kill
a
low
again.
budget version.
You need to make a
Davi
copy of
not,
that.
Jurgen?
Jurgen
oh
Prochnow?
yeah, you're right. It is.
Okay.
Oh,
Jurgen.
okay.
Jurgen.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
We're still impressed.
Yeah,
I,
no, still. Yeah.
I just looked at
Two
the cover and
actual
saw it
actors.
was Dalton, and I thought it was Davi.
And his hair's kind of funky too. What's going on there?
I don't know.
Cuts his
Wait.
hair with his gun.
I'm not done because
All right.
why would I be?
No.
Are you ready for this?
You can't top T. Dalton.
No, you
Last live,
Live.
but it's actually Last Lives. You've got a great cast. Let's see if we can get it.
Judge Reinhold.
Ah,
Judge
my
Reinhold, Billy Worth, Thomas Howell.
Oh.
I believe that's
There's no
Thomas,
C.
actually.
Oh,
And
the aged. He dropped
Jennifer
the C.
Rubin.
This is
Yeah.
like
Jennifer
when
Rubin.
actors would go to Japan and do commercials.
Yeah, they would
no
make
one
these
ever saw.
movies.
These are
Yep.
movies.
Yeah, so I
No
have
one
no
saw.
idea what's going on, but there's like
I mean, look at C.
some,
Thomas
like,
Howell
wedding
there.
scene
That's
and
an
guns
explosion.
and
Whoa, what is
Car
going on?
explosions. Like
oh my god.
This is like a Quentin Tarantino movie that only
says
exists
no one
within
under
a Quentin
18.
movie.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Like,
And by the way, it says Judge Reinbold on the text. On the
oh yeah,
cover.
he's Judge Reinhold's brother.
See that? Yeah, you guys can get that.
Don't
So-
sell it if you're under 18. You can't have it.
I wonder if he knows
Yeah,
OMA
no,
reps.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, just
All right.
ridiculousness. But I'm not done.
Still
I got
better than
one more.
Montenegro.
Okay, I'm ready.
Midnight Warrior.
Oh yeah, he's cool,
I
man.
don't know if she has clothes on or not.
No,
I
no,
think
it
it's
doesn't.
Absolutely not.
But he doesn't
she's
care.
holding a gun.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
he's got
yeah,
bigger
I-
things to think about.
I
Yes.
have
the,
no
uh,
idea
The
what else
caliber,
is going on.
different caliber of woman.
Yeah,
What's the tech?
but, like,
is he a journalist? What's with the video camera?
I don't know.
But
I
there's
just
a car
found this
blowing
at the
up.
cover. And of course, none of these have U.S. releases other than Last Warrior.
Mm.
But
Amazing.
yeah, so now I got to ask everyone:
Yeah.
would you rather have that pile of trash or Montenegro?
I don't know. It's a really tough call.
Let's.
Well,
I mean, we can.
One has Timothy Dalton. Yeah.
exactly. It's like
We're in agreement.
Yeah, there's no decision there.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I went to a museum exhibit once and I got the audio tour and he narrated it and I had no idea. And I was like 8 or something. It was Treasures of the Romanovs, and I literally sat there and replayed the intro for like 3 hours while everybody else walked through it.
You're like,
And
Dalton.
I went through the exhibit and I was like, I'm Timothy Dalton. I'm Timothy. I'm like, this is the greatest experience of my life.
Love it.
Yes. So yes, totally that pile. Yeah.
All right, you win, Ryan.
So thank you, Donald, for completing your Criterion
Yeah.
collection, because I completed some more Broterians.
He says he's going to arm you with 3 more piles of trash. So get ready.
Please send them my way. You have my address. If not, I'll give it to you. Send all of the garbage to me.
I do like the Vinny got DTS Dark City. I'd like to have that.
I know.
myself.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, I would
Congrats.
never in a million years have dreamed that's how I would have gotten it.
Yeah, right. Eventually, it would
series
come
of
up for
events.
sale, and yeah,
So
Nope.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you never know
But
what
now
happens.
I know I got to just do the Donald method. Just post exactly what you're looking for and how much you'll pay.
Yep.
And people will sell it to you.
Sometimes.
So
Yeah.
I guess the big question is, are you theatrical or director's cut?
Oh, someone asked me this in the thread because I have you know, we fall in love with these movies based on the theatrical
Mhm.
cuts.
Yes.
So I know Blade Runner's better without the narration.
Yeah.
I came around to it.
Yep.
But the Dark City changes are so subtle, but that opening voiceover you don't need.
Yeah.
But I don't-
agreed.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
So
I don't
for,
mind
for
it. Yeah,
15
yeah,
years, that's all I
exactly.
knew. So I was like, yeah, cool. But if I had to show someone who'd never seen it, I'd probably show them the theatrical and then tell them what
Yeah.
the director's cut is. It's not that different enough that I would,
I think once you get in the nitty gritty, like once I started doing that, plus I hated the new transfer because it's got all this DNR and they changed some of the color. And then it's a lot of little tweaks, but it's a lot of little CGI tweaks and stuff.
Right.
And the purist in me is like,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with theatrical outside of, the like you said, the narration's unnecessary, but it's not bad. But
Right.
I mean, they changed a lot. Like they
Yeah.
even changed, when you first see Jennifer Connelly, she's singing in the nightclub. It's a totally different singer.
Mm.
Like the first time I watched the director's cut, I'm like, something's weird. And I'm like, wait, let me pull out my old DVD, and I'm like, it's a totally different singer.
Mm.
Okay, they re-recorded the whole song. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but okay. So yeah, it's a lot of little things. But yeah, I'm like you. You're stuck with what you saw first.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you can give me your old AC3 one, right? You don't need that anymore.
I was wondering about.
I haven't actually.
Oh,
It's,
okay, I'll just get from
it's
Max.
probably not that. It's probably fairly common. I just don't know it. Where
No,
the only
no, not
pressings
at
of
all.
something.
No, it's
No, I'm meaning
yeah.
the only pressings of a movie are both AC3 and DTS, and no other.
Mm.
Right, like so. Speed, there's 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apollo
But Dark
13,
City,
there's
there's just-
4. Yeah.
Right. So
7.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of instances where you just have an AC3 and a DTS.
And you got the VHS, right, as well?
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
that recently,
Yeah.
shrink wrapped still. And I think I told you on the last cast when I bought the director's cut DVD. Oh no, I brought the regular DVD because I had sold it for some reason, the Snapcase. And then the guy at the record store was like, "Oh, if you'd want, I have the director's cut. If you want that one instead," I'm like, "I'll take both." He was very confused.
Yeah. Give me everything
What
I
kind of
got.
person is this?
What's this guy's problem? Has there been any good laser drama lately? I mean, the eval boards are dead, so that's like a thing now. That's official. So
Yeah.
if you were looking for one, too bad.
Yeah, I actually tried
Yeah.
another avenue on the eval board.
Oh, like the dude in the street corner?
No, like
in a dark alleyway?
I
Yeah.
found somebody that will let me place an order, and I had to like run through their customer support, and it got elevated, and then their manager shut me down. So
you got the manager.
It's dead everywhere. Yeah.
We have to form some sort of business collective and
Yeah.
come up with something.
And get an HDMI.
Link it to an actual business and be like, this is for the purpose of
Yeah.
testing our broadcast equipment.
And why wouldn't they sell them? I don't understand. They don't want to make money?
So we have a couple of theories. The working theory is that the companies that actually need them for testing can't get them because they're all
because of us.
backordered and out of stock.
Oh.
And then the other is that like there's technically no HDCP on it, but to use the HDMI, you should have a license to do it. And they might not have, or they probably shouldn't have been selling them to the general public to begin with.
Yeah, because the P1 supposedly you
Okay.
did need the license, but now they're like, now you need it for all of them. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think
Womp
they
womp.
closed the loophole.
So
Or they're so back ordered that they just don't want to take anybody's orders
Yeah.
unless you've got the like special license.
So
So
keep-
I get it, but
keep those
So we'll
DVD
see.
recorders in Ferrugia's, kids.
Yep.
Because you're stuck with them. So, wham, wham. Yeah, there was no flouncing, no fighting that I recall. I mean, there was that guy that was mad that someone said nice stuff about me. So,
yeah,
because he hates
There was
Peter.
All that.
there was
Brian,
the
I
how-
was
Doom
like,
drama.
what is this?
Yeah, he doesn't like Peter, so I think he doesn't like me by connection. And yeah, so poor Spencer would drop some fun memes, and he's just like, the sycophants are in town, and they make
Yeah,
me
I saw that.
cringe.
I was like, what?
It's like,
Like I had to find, Star Wars related ones.
Yeah,
and
it was
like
fun.
literally scrub through to find like really goofy ones, something, And then
Buzzkill.
like the first thing is I'm like, what? Did I miss something?
What's going on here?
Is this some humor I don't understand? Did I miss some?
No, he's just
Or I don't know.
he's just grumpy. Doesn't like the cut of my jib.
We had the
Right.
Dune drama.
Ryan, I
Dune
wanted to ask you,
drama.
how
Oh.
is,
Yes.
there was
Yes.
Dune drama?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was the gentleman
Oh,
selling
the box set.
the box set,
Yeah.
which I thought it was incomplete, but it did have the booklet. It just didn't have the
people
OB.
just didn't like the price for condition. 'cause
It was
there
pretty
no
beat up,
OB,
yeah.
and
Or it just
it's
had
like,
shelfware.
I mean, but like they just went nuts in the comments and it spiraled out of control. And I just started.
you had to
deleting
shut some down,
comments.
right?
I'm just like, yeah, I just deleted a bunch of comments. I'm like, if you don't like it, move on. Like, no, it's not like you have to be in here and buy that box set because
It's a prerequisite. Yeah.
How's
There-
your first month or two of admin?
Ooh,
been?
good question.
Have you been surprised by anything?
No, not really. Like it's pretty much it's pretty easy. Most people are there haven't been too many there hasn't been any real spiraling out of control drama though.
Right.
So no death threats yet. So I think we're doing good.
Yeah, that's good. You'll
But
get, you'll get one
people
eventually.
joining
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah,
So
I haven't approved one in ages, so you're busy.
yeah, I try to.
Did they have
stay
real
on it.
names, like real big boy grown up names? Or?
For the most part, if they've been around long enough and they look like they have a real photo, I'm like, yeah, they answered the questions.
Right.
You got to kind of roll the dice a little bit.
Yep.
Have we had any celebrities actually join us yet? The ones who always mention LaserDisc or the ones we hear about?
No, but we did have
We used to.
the
right?
cameraman from the Jackass movies making comments like,
Yeah.
Oh,
what's his name?
I forget. But yeah, there's a couple.
Bangs or whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple people that are in the industry.
He commented on one of my things, and I'm like, "Holy crap! Is that who I think it is?"
Yeah.
Yes, the guy who always throws up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, we got a couple people.
Don just asked who the top poster in the group. It's Don.
Is it? He
I
won?
think so.
Oh,
Ryan's out of the running because,
Yeah, my posts don't matter
Yeah.
now,
Womp womp.
which is fine.
Let's see, it's gotta
Now
be-
I don't even have to try to be at the top.
And-
It's like, yeah,
And Peter
post or
hasn't
not
been
post.
hitting a lot.
Yeah, Donald Michaels, Peter's in there. Luke in the
Oh,
top
okay.
5. That's going to be bad news for him.
Yeah.
And Karma at number 5.
All right. Shout out to Karma.
Oh, Karma's got a new profile photo.
What? All right. I'll check it out. Yeah. Shout out to Karma.
Yeah, I mean, I've also been trying to not post movies that we might be talking about. in
You
the
do that all the
podcast.
time. I always see this college
Yeah.
movie. I'm like, Ryan, don't do that.
but first didn't post about Animal House.
Controversial.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm
one?
just looking at the top posts for the past 30 days. One was the best deal you ever got on LaserDisc, and the other one was about Reservoir Dogs.
Oh,
Oh,
someone
that
I know
one.
didn't
Someone
like
here
Reservoir
did not like
Dogs.
that movie.
Someone named Spencer.
Yep. For many reasons, but particularly somebody says that and I go, oh, you mean City on Fire?
Yeah, me and Vinny were like, what? Spencer doesn't like Reservoir Dogs.
I bet half the movies
And
that Ryan just bought are actually Tarantino movies that we've seen. We just didn't know.
They haven't gone through the QT blender yet.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, somebody says Reservoir Dogs and that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you mean the suits and shades from Better Tomorrow, too? Yeah.
I love them all,
I mean,
baby.
yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, no, but it's like if it hadn't been at Miramax, you know, everybody else would have been dragged into court, you know, because people did bring up stuff, but then it got, you know, shushed. And I'm like, when you really look at them side by side, I mean, like, yeah, it's I mean,
It's like Paul's Boutique just squeaked in before sampling.
Just made it.
Became popular, just made it in,
Yeah.
and they sort of let it alone.
That's what I need on vinyl. I don't have Paul's Boutique. Someone give me a copy of Paul's Boutique out there.
I'll check.
All right, cool. Maybe
Vinny,
you got
did
it.
miss the vinyl pickup I had.
Yeah,
What
did.
was it?
Did you want to see it? Did everybody want to see this one more time? I
Yeah.
think
Of
it's
course.
important.
I think
it's
so.
important enough. William Shatner's The Blues,
Holy shit!
purple vinyl.
Purple. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
Not
got some
blue?
Richie Blackmore.
Yeah, Richie Blackmore was on. Anybody? Who else is on? Read the whole lineup.
Is
Who's
it
playing?
recent?
Yeah, brand new. Pat Travers, James
Okay.
Burton, Jeff Baxter, Arthur Adams, Harvey Mandel and Canned Heat, Steve Cropper, Albert
Oh.
Lee, Brad
Whoa.
Paisley, Kirk Fletcher, Sonny Landreth, Ronnie Earl, Tyler Brandt, and of course the Richie Blackmore.
Damn,
Wow.
he's got friends in high places.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you're Shatner, you can do whatever you want.
Good point.
Yeah.
He probably just pulls out his Rolodex and was like,
Yep.
"Hey, assistant, call this guy."
He's got the blues now, though. I like his kind of shift here.
You had to stand online for that?
Yeah,
No.
he got the
I
COVID for it.
pre-ordered it over the summer and forgot about it, and it showed up this week.
Nice.
That was my record store day.
Yeah,
I did order that Mondo 7-inch that Luke mentioned, the Videodrome one, which looked
Oh
pretty cool.
yeah, so cool.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I ordered the Anthrax record, but I got to wait for it to show up.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
So
James
I have a couple exclusive.
Ooh, what do you got?
Oh.
These will be
Ooh,
available.
Ooh, you can sell them?
Oh.
I
which of them?
have a few of them.
All right.
So they are.
Is that a
Pretty
marble
cool.
design?
Yeah, I
on
was
it?
gonna say what's. Ooh,
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
marbled,
Love it.
and they're just dead stock. I
Uh-huh.
have several of them. I've been using them as coffee cups. They're fabulous coffee cups. I'm also making for Christmas this year. I'm making LaserDisc ornaments. These are
Ooh.
all gonna
Perfect.
be made.
Did Laser
Very
Santa
cool.
already fly over the world yet, or is there a Laser
Laser
Santa?
Santa will be popping into the group
All right.
on I believe it's going to be Giving Tuesday, which is that's the
Tuesday, right?
December 1st.
Oh, nice. Did I hear Laser Santa has his own website or Facebook group now?
Laser Santa has a Facebook page because Laser Santa got really technologically savvy.
Go
so,
Laser Santa. I dig it.
Yes, so that should be fun. I got lots of wrapping paper. I'll show the.
Oh yeah. I see some Christmas trees in the background.
Oh yes, I've got a little bit of. This is some fabulous. This is
Nice.
just one of the many fabulous papers I have ready for the holiday season.
Nice. Oh, Donald joined the Laser Santa page already. Good job.
I love this time of year. So
He's ahead of the curve.
yes,
Excellent. Yeah, we're gonna do maybe some Christmassy podcast stuff. Maybe we'll see if you kids behave.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, I said maybe.
Come on.
You never know.
Oh, we might do this. Well, what are we doing next then?
We might also do a film about top 5 turtles.
yes.
Ooh.
Top 5 ski movies.
Yep, top 5
turtles.
ski movies. Yeah, could be any of those. You'll find out which.
We've mentioned a lot of topics here.
It's true.
I'm struggling to think of titles I can pull for those. I'm like,
Trevor's going to be here for the ski movies,
Well,
definitely.
Turtles, you've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 through
Yes.
3.
I'm
Good
sure
point.
there's a
outside of that,
children's
Camera
turtle.
films.
Oh, there's the Dana Carvey movie,
Turtle.
Oh, God.
Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
Is that on LaserDisc?
I don't.
I think that's too late for LaserDisc, right?
It
maybe,
is.
okay.
Why would you bring up
Yeah.
Master?
Yeah. Why'd you do that to Spencer? We like him.
I'm trying to get. I'm going to go soon, but I'm trying to get someone to replace me. We'll see if this happens.
Oh,
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 okay.
I'm intrigued. What's going on here?
We have a sideman?
Nobody can replace you, Vinny.
Yeah, it's
You're number one in our hearts.
Yes.
So did since we're looking for things, did anyone see the Vinegar Syndrome releases for Black Friday?
I did kind of peek them. Yeah. Did you pick any up? Did you buy a subscription? And
Well, I have a subscription,
Okay.
but they did drop a surprise VSA title, Martial Law 1 and 2, with Cynthia Rothrock and Chad McQueen.
nice.
So that's got the Vinegar Syndrome treatment.
Nice.
So
Um,
shout out to our official sponsor.
and hopefully I'll go to
Not
the
official.
archive in January when they have appointments to
Yeah.
visit. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And then they did spoil some more titles, and they've got Silent Madness in 3D coming out.
Ooh.
So that's going to be interesting. Their first one. And what did they have? It was something else pretty cool coming up. The House of Usher. Nice Edgar Allan Poe.
sure.
So looking forward to some of their new releases already.
all
And
right.
of course, I'll be surprised on whatever else comes out. So-
Yeah, you're going to earn that sponsorship. Good job.
They just need to start sending me titles instead of making me subscribe. No.
You're doing it wrong.
Or I'm doing it wrong. I'm not sure which.
Love it.
But
Let's
good
see.
stuff.
See if there's anything
Speaking
important.
Of those,
Oh.
Speaking of those, I wish I could get a Warner Archive sponsorship because I am just dying waiting for their new releases. Because Libeled Lady from a 4K scan, that's one of the all-time great screwball comedies, totally underrated. Never thought would come to Blu-ray, but then the big one, like I already thought my Blu-ray of the year choice was done, and it's still right up there. But they just dropped that ball, and they dropped that my Curse of Frankenstein is coming, and the 2-disc special edition 4K scan. They put up samples already, and it's like, holy but Jesus, looks far beyond the screwy British Blu-ray we have right now. And it's a full-on special edition. It's a 2-disc set, multiple ratios, and it's Warner Archive. They don't do that. Like they and I'm like,
Ooh.
Oh,
need.
We got to get you that sponsorship.
Yeah, because it's like December 15th, and I'm just like, oh god.
Ah, who's this
Whoa.
character?
Oh,
There you go.
Hello.
hey, Luke.
Hello there.
hello there.
Oh.
Going.
I don't know if you heard the news, but
Oh.
Obies are lame.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. What's up? Not much. I was just watching a bunch of Conan clips with my wife. And then, I got the link here. Fix this camera on my phone.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
I'm going to tap out because this is too much good taste for one podcast. Me and Spencer and Luke.
Fair enough. Enjoy
All
the
right.
rest of your
Good seeing
weekend
you
there,
guys.
Vinny.
Thanks, Vinny.
I'll see you.
Carry on,
Cheers.
sir.
Luke.
I gotta like pull this for you or what? What do you want?
Anything, if you've been watching
Yeah,
anything or
absolutely.
picked anything up, whatever you want to share.
Welcome to live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anything goes, baby.
there's no cuts. So
There are no cuts.
Yeah,
drop any sponsors you want.
don't talk about horrible things like we normally do and that we have to cut it out. Yeah. Vinny's missing kids and random stuff.
Don't go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, sorry.
Runaway train.
Yep. Criminal directors. Yeah.
Oh my god.
DADC rave.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what's in the. Oh, I see something in there. Pull your pants up.
Well, while he's doing that,
what
Luke
do you
did
got?
surprise me and forced a disc upon me. So,
Oh
shout
my
out
God,
to Luke
bingo.
for this Japanese bingo. Now, the worst part is I didn't have a copy of bingo, even though I thought I did, because I keep all of these terrible children with animal movies.
Mm.
Oh my-
And I'm going to have to like update mint marks and submit stats on it for
You better.
or LDDB because there's nothing on it for some reason.
Bingo.
So, yeah,
I
it made
love
me
it.
take this.
I love it so much.
You know you love it.
All right. I got 2 discs for you real quick.
All right.
You ready?
All right.
All right. First one is this guy right here. This is a Japanese LaserDisc rental of Salo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Hello.
With Obi.
the cover looks so inviting.
Yeah.
It's got what's his face? Director Pasolini right
Yep.
here. This, of course. So I actually really like this movie. I the ship, and it's very powerful. Like it's, of course, yes, they eat shit. Big deal. Like it's, but it will stay with ever. Like it is such a powerful movie. And like afterwards, I'm like, how am I making people eat shit around me? I have to stop it. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
I love that movie. Sherman had it, and of course, he collects the
Rentals.
The rental disc. Yeah, I saw that he had it. I was like, I've got to get that one from him. Like, it's so crazy that there was a rental. Just thinking of a Japanese guy going, what today?
Friday night.
I think the kids are going to be home.
Yeah.
We'll all watch together.
Pretty useless. I mean, of course, it's only going to be in Italian with Japanese subtitles, but it's a fun one to own, I think.
Yeah.
I genuinely like that movie. Let's see. Next one.
Ooh.
This was a silly purchase, but this is Dragon's Lair. It was. I spent too much on it. I think it fucked up my LaserDisc player.
Oh no!
I think it warped. I think it warped my spindle or whatever. Because now it's skipping. Like after 10 minutes, it locks. It skips back and forth. Whatever. I'll
is that the actual disc from the actual arcade cabinet?
Yeah.
Hey, yes,
it's probably because some kid got so frustrated he broke into the machine and literally it was like, I curse you, Demon Disc, for stealing all of my quarters.
Yeah. So it's a weird one. Like it's looks like it's backwards. So it says promo material, whatever, the typical play on the other side, but that's actually the side you should, because it has on that side.
Yep.
Yeah.
So old players, did you play it like this, where the lasers on top? I'm you know what I'm saying?
Like a top loader, yeah.
The top loaders play on the top.
There was an early model that had a top laser, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and of course, if you've never seen it, that is the actual. It was in the cabinets. If you've never seen it, it's just like it plays through like all the options. It just goes through. It's again pretty useless, but it's just something fun to have.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I was never good at that game.
Oh god!
At least it's not the mini repo
many.
cabinet.
Yeah, the repo cabinet.
Oh, that was a big.
I don't understand the whole point of those.
Yeah, that was all over LDF.
I want a little teeny LaserDisc. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah. If anyone can make one and market it, you should make one.
I don't want the cabinet. I don't want the cabinet.
We should make like little like people have replica cars. You get a little Aston Martin. We could have like a little HLD XO and a little collect them all.
Opening tray that opens and closes.
Yeah, exactly. 5 action scale.
The Dragon's Lair, and then Sean even posted the link. We hadn't seen Sean in forever.
Yeah, where is that guy?
The link at 11:30 at night.
Sean's on like Twitch, I think.
Oh, is he?
He started twitching.
I never see him anymore. He's even like I don't know.
You can check him out on Twitch.
He's like gone from chatting with us.
Yeah,
like, Sean, what did we do?
Come back.
Yeah.
Moiki sent me a disc.
Watching us now.
I haven't gotten it yet though, but Moiki sent me some. Actually, Moiki sent me 3 discs, so I'm looking forward to getting those. Yeah.
Are they American colors?
I'm not going to tell you what they are. They might be though.
They're 3 Fantasias, right?
Yes, three separate.
That's totally what they are.
Spoiled the whole thing.
All the same release. Yep. Just 3 different copies.
You got the Vinegar Syndrome Action USA release?
I did. Yeah. I did.
Did you get it? The action release? No.
Just you and I, Luke.
Oh, cool. Only the cool guys got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Did you get it? Anybody else anything for Black Friday? Did you guys talk about that already?
Yeah, I just got an Anthrax EP reissue thing, but I couldn't find it locally, so I had to pay a little bit of an overage to get it. Yeah, shipped to me.
I had to grab this guy while it's dirt cheap.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Because I mean, it's dropped even further. I mean, it's $25 now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I might have to get that.
I'm sure they're going to sell out, and it's going to then go into out of print territory.
Yep. Yeah, my wife's a big Omen fan too, so that's going to go over big in my house.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we have multiple copies of the whole series, but whatever. Yeah. But Donald got a zombie box thanks to Maxine. Go Maxine!
Nice.
Was it the silver zombie box?
The same one I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
I got him.
Well, look at you making things happen for the people out there in YouTube land and LDF land.
Always happy to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Amadeus box set. I never did get that. I just got the I I think it's a 3-disc, like the junior version of the
Awesome
Amadeus
stuff,
box.
though.
Yeah.
I still need to get
Really
that.
cool.
I just have the standard old school. I guess it is. Is it open? It's the 133 one. It's the
Oh,
431.
okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't
it's
say
still
don't say
original
open
cut.
Matt. Yeah. Oh no, I said it.
Yep. My plan worked.
So what you been watching, Luke? Streaming anything or?
I watched Carrie. I
Nice.
feel like I've never watched that before. It's been a long time. Like, I don't know. It's good. I love Brian De Palma's split screen stuff.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yeah, it's so great. I think Sisters is probably my favorite. But yeah, that was a good watch. Nothing else I can really think of. We're really just busy trying to get the house sorted, and we got I got the 5x5 KLAX whatever.
Oh, you just put that together?
Yeah, we just put it together.
Nice.
Yeah, but I can't see. I forget what else. Nothing much. Yeah, so I pulled this one a second ago. Dress to Kill. Have anybody seen this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another De
My
Palma.
mother told me never to watch that.
I know my parents want to go see it without me too.
Watch that
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Never watch it.
It has Michael Caine. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
I love Michael Caine. I haven't watched it.
Still, yeah, your mom's gonna know.
It's
I
not
don't
typical.
say-
It's not typical Michael Caine. That's for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time though. I should watch that
Yeah.
again. Good
So I
call.
might watch that. But yeah. What else have I been watching? I can't really think of anything. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go back to the wife and finish my Conan.
Oh.
But hey, Spencer, found another Hitchcock disc for you. Check your
Oh.
messages.
Absolutely. Yes. I couldn't believe you popped up here because we were messaging before this started, and I'm like, oh, I'll have to finish when I get off.
Yeah, I've noticed. I was like, oh, he never wrote me back, and then I was like, oh wait, he's on a podcast. Never mind.
Yeah.
But no, I've got another. The Rebecca disc has digital audio on there too.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. Yeah, it's really random how those, like, I just stumbled onto like a handful, like apparently got, oh, this is like a random reissue. And I'm like, what? So now it's like trying to track down which ones have digital audio. Oh, there's no list anywhere. There's no, you just have to
I
like,
think
you have
it's
to,
the
like,
ones with
stare.
the SF prefix. I could be wrong.
I think no, this was the PILF one.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's
the
like
PILF ones.
usually
You're right.
buried in the Obi somewhere. Like that's the only way you can tell.
I just looked it up. And it says it on there.
Yeah.
I just noticed I had two of them, and then I noticed they had different numbers, and I looked it up and said, oh wait, look at that. But yeah,
Good deal.
that's it. Sorry, I'm not more exciting.
That's
How
all
many
good.
hours are
Yeah, they were
There's
just
like
about
20
wrapping up, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's been about 3 hours.
you going hour LaserDisc talk?
I mean, we can go forever, but yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if you want to get me going,
Yeah.
you know, just start me somewhere. You know,
Yep.
I can go.
Nah, I want to see the rest of the Mandalorian. Sorry.
Oh, look at you with your modern programming.
Listen, they're doing something right.
All right.
I don't want to jinx it.
All right, fair enough. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, what's anybody gonna spin in the LDs tonight or no?
Probably.
Yeah.
Haven't decided what yet.
I'll probably get to American Ninja tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll watch anything tonight.
I'm probably gonna watch that YMO disc I got. So some Japanese synth pop, baby. Oh, nice. What are you watching?
I'm gonna watch the disc from inside here.
Excellent.
Oh, what the heck it is?
I can't wait to
Some
see.
assembly
I hope it's
required.
like hardware porn, like lots of cool
Oh my
players
God,
and
really?
stuff.
I seriously hope so.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'll report back for sure on this. This is gonna be sick.
Excellent. Machu Wumi Poo says Mandalorian episode 13 was amazing. So you got that going for you, Ryan.
I saw all but like the last 10 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
there's a nice cut.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
got to go podcast.
And you just watched YMO, another lasers propaganda. So
Wow.
I'm not alone. Yay.
Hey Max, before I leave, what is this? You got 3 weeks of quarantine, is what I hear in the news. LA went in quarantine for 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you gonna watch? You don't have any laser discs.
I don't have any laser discs at all. I have
You're gonna be
no
so bored.
physical formats. Like, what am I gonna do?
Stuck around. Wow. Yeah. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Yeah. I'll probably finally fix my HLD 1000.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Break out the soldering iron.
Calibration mainly.
Mm.
The laser mechanism, the little gear that rolls it forward and
Oh, yeah.
backwards, that broke in shipping. And so I did my best to fix it, and it is rolling, it is working, but it's just completely out of alignment.
Oh, yeah.
And so
So,
really needs to like actually work. So
so it's moving around at least.
yeah, it's moving. So it is reading. It's just
Yeah.
totally it's all over the place.
Yeah, one step closer.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been using the Sony now that that's finally working. Knock on wood. And really enjoying. Just regular standard LDs look great on it. So I'm guessing once you get that HLD 1000, it'll be.
I'm putting it in the bedroom because I'm just gonna be so classy. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, like sipping
Overkill.
champagne and
It's literally like
Pinky's out.
living in luxury now. Like I would literally be swapping out a CLD 97 for an HLD 1000.
gotta keep it highbrow.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, Sam Sony is dead. Sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Not me. Other Sam.
oh.
Yep.
Terrible.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. I gotta go.
Have a good
Later,
one.
Luke. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. Enjoy the weekend.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Man,
Feels like
I feel like it's Sunday night. I don't know what's going on.
feels like it's where everybody you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Norm.
It's amazing. I love it.
Actually, the whole LDF is going to show up here, like all the recurring characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
awesome.
Get everybody just
One-
one night, everybody just
Yep.
pops in.
It's just screen is just all tiny little tiles. Yeah. Oh my God, everybody's there.
We could technically get 100 people on here, but
I was about to say, isn't it 100? Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we want to do that?
no.
It'd just be little teeny hands raising
Yeah.
to talk like,
The laser air is in town.
The laser air has
oh
arrived.
my gosh.
Ah, hey
Hi.
there.
I love
Hello
lasers.
there.
Say wave. Hi.
Hi.
Happy post Thanksgiving.
Yes.
He's got the best collection in town.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Someday he's gonna get all your discs and go, what is this stuff?
Well, I'm hoping he's going to start getting more and more interested as he gets a little older. Right now, it's like put on some garbage I can't stand on YouTube. And
Any Paw
that's it.
Patrol? Does he like Paw Patrol?
No, he's into Monsters Inc. now. So,
That's better than
Ooh,
Paw
he's getting
Patrol.
Great.
oh yeah. It's
Show him
just like,
Invaders from Mars. That'll freak him out.
I'm trying not to give him
Don't let
nightmares.
Spencer babysit.
But it's
Show him
good
People that roll
nightmares.
the trucks around in the
Yeah.
on YouTube.
He does like the song "This Is Halloween" way too much.
Oh, excellent.
from Nightmare Before Christmas. So he's
How many
seen
times have you heard
LaserDiscs,
Yeah.
more than 100.
Pumpkins sing in the dead of night.
Yes. Yep. So,
That's good. He's got good taste. I approve.
yeah.
Cool.
But
He comes in
It's
one day
okay.
and he's like, I got my first Criterion collection.
Yay.
son, you're grounded.
Yeah, son, you're not my son anymore. Get out of my house. Oh, Teletubbies,
here's
man.
three-
That brow this instant.
Sam brought
Here's
up
Criterion
Teletubbies.
384. This is the peak.
Man, Teletubbies was brutal.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
Though they liked watching TV, so they probably were down with LaserDisc. So
Yeah.
You could play a laser disc on them, right?
yeah, I think they had
That's-
TV bellies, right?
Yeah.
They had composite jacks.
I think they're a CR Teletubby.
I just want to catch one. Hook up my LD player down. Get over here, you little bastard. Let's go watch your television belly.
I got to put Video Essentials on you.
Yeah, I got two
I
of you.
got to calibrate you.
Oh,
You got some crosstalk there, man. I don't know how I can fix this.
Oh man, I want to get
Gotta
someday.
take
I want to
you
get
in
a
for
box
surgery.
of Video Essentials and just like hand it out to the needy once
Yeah,
a year.
Stand on the street corner.
Yeah.
Here's
Video Essentials.
HD digital video essentials.
You need this.
Oh gosh.
Calibrate, baby.
They'll just go on their shelf because they're like, I don't
need
play with
this,
the
yeah.
I don't do the menu.
Yeah.
I just plug it in and where's Netflix? That's it.
I've seen that thing so many times. Only side 2 though. I hardly ever watch side 1. I should get back into side 1.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fun
think
to
it's-
just put on and watch.
there's some
and listen to-
skiing. There's
I
the women
legitimately
shopping.
I watched a freaking a test tone disc. I watched it just to
How
see
long
what
was it?
on it's a 12-inch.
All right.
Normally they're the
Yep.
8-inch disc. It's the 8-inch content
Yep.
plus additional content of a pressing plant, which is fascinating.
That's
But
good.
it's only in German or
Did you go
Japanese.
into a trance while
Yeah.
watching it? Did you
just
just
love
like
it.
totally like
I had to turn down the testing because it was just way too much. But yeah, I was like, okay, this is a lot.
You should like just
Whatever.
kind of made like a tantric kind of yoga pose
Yes,
and just
yes.
tune into the test tone and
With random German
Just
words
test-
coming
yeah,
through.
you probably would have like
Yeah.
broken through to
Oh, it was-
another reality.
It was freaking like geese in the snow, like going forward, then whoop, 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 and then it was like going forward again, like like just check out the remote, like
Man, you're watching some quality stuff.
it's just, keep it fresh.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I used to think like Flippy stayed on for a full disc side until I finally like sat there and watched him for a couple minutes, and then he stopped, and I was like, it's only 5 minutes of Flippy. I thought it would go for like 60 minutes.
Oh, I
We
know.
do have a couple of questions. First
right.
and foremost,
All right, hit
what
us.
disc are you most thankful for, Sam?
What disc am I most thankful for? I mean, that's kind of like what my favorite disc is, but I'm trying to like kind of break
Is-
out and do something different.
Is it, like,
Something
most thankful that you have, or that you are happy exists, or
I'm gonna
Alright.
go with.
Wolfpack privilege. Do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go with like best one that I like received. So that I'm gonna go with my old standby, the Macross Memorial box set with the foil cover that some wonderful people in LDF pitched together and sent to me once because they're nice, like Sean and Peter and Moikey and probably not Ryan. He probably took money
Wow.
away from it.
Oh.
You probably I don't even know if you were hanging around then. What do we got there,
What I'm thankful for
dude?
because my cousin went and got this for me, drove it home to his apartment on a bicycle, and then had his mom bring it to me in a car.
Wow.
It's-
It right here. I'll
Wow.
bring it a little bit closer, but it's a poster.
That is-
This is a real disc on here. I
What
know
disc
what-
is it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it
but
just
it's-
says LaserDisc and Pioneer.
Probably like a gold record where it's just it's technically blank.
I
Man.
would be half tempted to see if I could disassemble it.
open
test
it
the
and
disc.
crack it open.
Yeah, don't let Ryan House it, or else he's gonna crack that.
I would do inspection. Like
I put it in this frame.
Nice.
It was loose, which was even more ridiculous.
oh man, that's really tempting to just try and get the disc off then and see.
It's
Uh,
probably got something on it.
It's
you
probably
know,
just
so-
two turtles.
Yeah.
Turtles on both sides.
Donald's most thankful for the Orotsuki Doji Perfect Collection box set. So
Well,
that's good
I-
for the kids too.
Yeah, absolutely, family friendly.
Yes.
I'd have to say I hit a grail on American Ninja because I never thought I'd find one that I could stomach paying for.
Nice.
Like,
Honestly, that's so incredible. Like that movie is so good.
I will be showing off my complete American Ninja collection at some point
Ready.
because I've never seen anyone with all five. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
it's
Amazing.
like it used to be you could find 2, 3, and 4, and now you can find 3 and 4 because 2 has gotten stupid hard to find all of a sudden. And 5 is like the diamond in the rough because it's like Indonesia or wherever. And
See, you say 5 and rare, and I think Looney Tunes Volume 5.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, American Ninja is like the same thing,
yeah.
but
Just not in
obviously
terms of
better.
quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
maybe.
Quality is subjective.
Yeah.
Jim.
Good point. All right.
It's content.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like that was a big deal for me finding that. And then the other one would probably be the Transformers 2010 box with the movie in CAV, which is just stunning.
Nice.
So yeah, that one. Like when I think about like things that I've just been like super excited to find, like that's right there. And then all the garbage. Like I get way too excited about garbage. So I'm
Love
not
it.
gonna lie. What about you, Spencer?
Yeah. What are you most thankful for?
Well, I guess probably in like a general term, I think I'm most thankful for all the discs that, you know, other fans and LDF members and everybody that has, you know, sent me for the channel or helped me get, or, you know, things like that, you know, where there's that, you have that association, you know, or stuff I've gotten from HollywoodLaserdisc.com. You know, like where you have
Sponsored.
that,
Yeah.
yes. Gotta get that plug. Gotta get
Yeah.
that plug. You know, stuff where you have that physical connection, you know, where it's like, it's not just like, you know, the commons you bought at a store.
Yeah.
You know, where somebody had to, you know, actually go out of their way to put this together for you, or just literally send you something. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I never expected anything like this. In terms of specific titles, for rarity, the Alamo Roadshow HC3 box set because
Yeah.
that's never going to happen again, pretty much. My own personal thing is my Bond collection. That's you know, it's my Bond collection and my, you know, Star Wars Technodisc. You know, it's like it's those two. That's what got me into the format, but never expected to get the Japanese Bonds. So
yeah, those are awesome.
That's why I haven't made a video on those yet, because I have been just going through, and now I'm gonna do my my marathon. I always start in between, you know, right after Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm gonna be jumping into, and I'm going to.
I was just warning my
marathon
wife that that's about
all
to happen.
on Japanese for the first time.
Oh,
so
excellent.
usually I'm doing a mix of the US pressings, but this time I'm going full Japanese start to finish, and then, you know, I'll be able to like fully soak in all the all of the stuff from the other side of the world.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
Thanks, Donald. He just threw a super chat our way. What a guy. Also, Sam wanted to know when we're going to do this again. And as far as the live action, I don't know. Like, whenever we...
Yeah, this was maybe something after that holiday coming up that we might do an episode on.
It might be fun. I mean, the next one will go back to our usual Sunday night thing, but...
yeah, because, I mean, this was like, we weren't sure, like, we wanted to do it, but it's kind of a holiday, and it's an odd day, so we're just like, let's go live and have some people join us and...
Party.
You know, it's been great, so...
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll hopefully do this again at some point, and hopefully you guys could hear us and see us, and we weren't too pixelated and all that stuff. But yeah,
I've had the stream on the whole time. It only like circled once or twice, but that's normal for any stream. So it's been good.
All right, cool.
You never know. I know, Sam, your internet's unfriendly at times.
Well, they got rid of my inside ingress. The guy came and he tapped on the
got a
wall
good guy?
and he looked for those picks and hum bars, and he went all full Jim Carrey on my wall and fixed it.
Shout out to Seth.
Yeah, Seth showed me he has some new Marabou chocolate bars, peppercocker cookie ones that are a limited edition. So I'm really excited to get those someday. Thanks, Seth. So yeah, holiday live stream.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody.
Awesome. You ready to wrap then?
Yeah, let's shut this sucker down. Thanks everybody for hanging out in the live chat, and we'll be back. Yeah, again, a couple weeks from now, but back on the usual Sunday nonsense. We'll still chat with you on the replay, but we won't be fully live. And thanks to Spencer for miraculously showing up tonight.
Yeah.
And thanks
saw
to
the
Vinny
post,
and
and I'm
Luke
like,
for dropping
I
in too.
know.
Yeah, that was wicked cool. So
I tried to get Trevor. He was like, I'm going to sleep.
fair enough. He was in the chat for a bit, so we got to give him some credit. And thanks to Vinny for stopping by for a little bit. And
And he didn't even bring Dark City with him.
I know, what a punk.
I was
always
expecting it. I was like, where is it?
Next stream is be next. What's the date?
Calendarizing the 13th
of December.
Yeah, we'll probably tape it like right about this time.
And
in
top
2
5
weeks.
turtle movies, we said, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Or
record
snow.
it to Laser,
or snow.
and then we'll upload it to the YouTubes.
Yeah, we're gonna do it in Edit Droid.
Yes.
All laser dailies, and then we're gonna put it
So you
together.
bought that Return of the Jedi edit droid disc?
That was
right?
me, yeah.
You spent like that ridiculous amount of money for the one scrap of deleted footage.
Yep.
Which makes me think it's sitting somewhere in a vault.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all vaulted. It's all documented. They have everything documented.
Oh yeah.
And they just act like it doesn't exist. And it's like, I found one random article somewhere that literally said, there's Matthew Wood there at the console, and where he's got literally queued up in the library all of the original Star Wars mixes right there that they pretend like they don't exist. And like, they have the mono mix perfectly preserved there. And I'm like, oh, geez. We've had to piece it together from like VHS broadcast tapings and all this stuff. Like, it's super convoluted, and it's just sitting there. And
There's got to be tons of LD dailies because they edited a lot of young Indiana Jones on the Edit Droid, and all those discs must be out there somewhere.
Well, we can't see the real young Indy. All we can see is the recut.
The fake one, yeah.
we need grumpy old Indy. It's not the same.
Sadly, that box set is hard to find here.
I
nowadays.
know. It eludes me still.
It does.
Yes.
It tasks me.
I found out about it, and then I'm like, I must have this.
Too late.
It's been in my top 10, and I'm like, every time somebody posts, I got it for like, $50. I don't really know anything about this, and I'm like,
look at
They're
me.
not getting it for $50 anymore. They're
Not
getting
anymore,
it
yeah.
for $400 now. It's insane. I've been trying to like snag one because I know I could trade it to somebody for something, and I can't even afford to like get one to trade. Like,
yeah.
it's
Wow.
nuts.
But I
Cool.
think the problem, it's not the complete series. Like,
It
you
isn't,
still have
no.
to use the DVDs for some of the episodes. And the DVDs are stupidly expensive
Yeah.
because they have all the educational documentaries on them. So it's like volume 1 is 20 DVDs for like $100 or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm amazed that that's not on the Plus yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Good call.
they gotta have the rights to that for Plus, right? Does
there's
Disney
probably
have it?
some rights issues because it was like pretty much lock stock. It was Disney. It was George. It was Lucasfilm, and it was
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah.
so
So
I'm
there's
sure
some,
there's
They
some
should have all of
weird.
that.
yeah, they do have ABC. So
Yeah, they own ABC and Lucasfilm. They
Yeah.
bought the whole thing.
Hmm.
That-
You
maybe
would
that was
think,
the
but-
end game.
and they have. Yeah.
It wasn't for Marvel. It was
Yeah.
for assembling indie chronicles.
Did Paramount have any like
Yeah.
lingering indie like fingers in their pies?
It's
Or
maybe.
possible.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
Have
with
they
this
bought
stuff.
Paramount yet?
no, not yet. Give 'em-
No.
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
You heard it here
They're
first.
too low rent on the totem pole. They
Yeah.
go for the
Yeah.
bigger guns first. Of course,
Go
you
down.
could get MGM for like 99 cents these days. 'Cause
True that.
I'm convinced MGM is literally like there's some office building in LA with a little tiny room on like
I've
the
probably
4th
driven
floor at the back. You probably have, and like there's a door
Yeah.
with a little paper sign that just says MGM on it.
MGM.
And
I've
there's, like, four
I
guys,
drive
like,
by
two
Paramount
people in
all
there.
the time.
Yeah, the gateway and everything.
All
It's,
the
yep.
time. I
Yep.
drive by the big old Netflix billboards. I see them all the time.
I used to live down the street from Warner Brothers back in the day.
Gosh.
Oakwood
Amazing.
Apartments, baby.
Yes.
The Dream Maker. Barn
I
Boulevard.
went on the Warner tour once, and my geeking out moment was so big.
Did they kick you off the tram? Or-
They-
No. I literally just was in a daze wandering around, and
You're
I'm
like,
like,
"What-
oh my
what's
god,
this guy?"
it's stage 14.
This guy needs
Like
medical
this,
attention.
And I'm like this, and then they take you to the prop house, and they're like, "Here's the recreated set from Friends," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's fine. Where's the blackbird?
Yeah.
I
Show
must
me the
see it.
Falcon.
I must see it." Like it's like I was, and they literally just stared at me, and I'm like, "I must see the blackbird."
But no,
Please
Friends,
tell me
maybe.
where it is. And I'm like, I started wandering around. I was just like,
Surprised you're not still in there
I had to
somewhere.
Put my hands
Yeah.
out and just like touch the hallowed walls, and I'm like, oh god, Hal Wallace walked down this hallway once. Jack Warner chewed somebody out here once and fired them. Oh god.
We need to send a camera team with you and just do like a documentary. Spencer
Oh,
freaking
God,
out at
like-
Warner Brothers.
Like I would
Yeah.
go to the Paramount gate and I'd be like, "You're
Just
not
him
on
with
the
the-
list,
with the-
Miss
with the
Desmond."
green-
And I'd be like,
It just gets quiet and starts shaking, and we catch all of it.
Yeah, it's just the green lighting from like the Ghost series, and it's just Spencer at Universal.
Yeah.
"Oh god." Or I'd be like, "Oh my god, it's Gower Street. This is where the RKO once was.
Can't
Oh,
believe it.
can I go through the vault? I swear I could find a scrap of Emerson's, man. I know other people have tried, but I know it's there."
I'd pay for this. We got to make this happen.
Oh,
right.
I would do it. I would
All
do it. I've done part of it. I was in LA. It was an experience.
You need to go back.
Yeah,
I mean, not right now,
Different
obviously.
experience now.
Yeah.
I would go anyway. I'd
Yeah.
just have a hazmat suit on and be
Yeah.
be like walking down wheelchair or something. Just be like,
Don't walk down with you.
Yeah.
oh, they
All right.
would think I was just another crazy person.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, it's
They,
okay.
they don't pay me any
They've
mind.
gotten different now, but yeah.
All right. I'm going back to LA sometime once everything clears
Come
up. and
visit me.
We'll come hang out. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll bring Spencer. It's going to be a wild time. It's going to be like true romance, but
Yeah, we'll go
Full
on the tram
Yep.
tour.
full
tram
CAV.
tour.
Yes.
Love it.
We're
All
just
right.
going around with our own tour bus and we're doing the microphone tour
To ourselves.
Yes.
Wait, who's on that bus? That's just them.
And over there was Burt Lancaster's
Yeah.
house.
Ooh.
And that's where Gary Cooper lived. And the people are like, what are they talking about?
What?
Talking about things that used to exist.
Yeah. I want to do a laser tour. Go to all the cool laser spots. I think Maxine might have some cool, like, ins with, I don't know, old Pioneer techs or something we can go party with.
We do an interview podcast series.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we
Just-
can.
Hey, I
We'll
have
branch
a person
out.
on deck here. I got a person ready whenever we want.
All right. Let's do this.
Yes.
You need to get us all custom Pioneer jackets, though.
Yes.
So-
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Must have.
All right. We'll get those ready. All right. Let's shut this sucker down.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.